the night he shone his light. For he meant no harm, just came to save us from damnation. Hooray, hooray, hoorah, 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 they say. Our Savior is born today. His running close to light, while the shepherds cry. For he just couldn't believe their eyes. And when he come on, you know that non-Christians get together and come nails in the hand. But on the third day, he rose again. So you see, he shed his blood for me.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
A child of joy, a man who bore, and for all sins, the Savior brought and laid. See me in the sea, helping me fall, and things like leprosy, you know our Savior cure. Hooray, hooray, hoorah, 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 they say. Our Savior is born today. It's running close to light, while the shepherds cry, for they just couldn't believe their eyes. And when he come out, you know them non-Christians get together and come nails in the hand. But on the third day, he rose again. So you see, he shed his blood for me. He was conceived, so sad and done, all three in one, a truly blessed son. He displayed his own skill and Father's will. So when we are all, we know that he loves us still. Hooray, hooray, hoorah, 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 they say. Our Savior is born today. He's running close to light, while the shepherds cry, for they just couldn't believe their eyes. And when he come on, you know that non-Christians get together and from nails in hand. But on the third day, he rose again. So you see, he shed his blood for me.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
The good book says the time is now. The signs are here, all should kneel and pray. Let's take him at his word, the Master says. The time to start is now, beginning on Christmas Day. Hooray, hooray, hoorah, 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 they say. Our Savior is born today. It's running close to light, while the shepherds cry, for you just couldn't believe the eyes. And when he come on, you know they're non-Christians get together and from nails in the hand. But on the third day, he rose again. So you see, he shed his blood for me.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
non-Christians get together and from the hills in hand. But on the third day, he rose again. So you see, he shed his blood for we.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
A child of joy, a man who bore, and for all sins the Savior brought and laid. Seeing me in the sea, helping me fall, and things like leprosy, you know our Savior cure. Ring, ring, hurrah, hurrah, they say, our Savior is born today. It's running close to light, while the shepherds cry, for they just couldn't believe their eyes. And when he come out, you know them non-Christians get together and put the hands in their hands. But on the third day, he rose again. So you see, he shed his blood for me. He was conceived, so said and done. All three in one, a truly blessed son. He displayed his own skill and Father's will. So when we are at fault, we know that he loves us still. Ring, ring, hurrah, 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 they say, our Savior is born today. It's running close to light, while the shepherds cry, for they just couldn't believe the eyes. And when he come out, you know that non-Christians get together and from the hills in hand. But on the third day, he rose again. So you see, he shed his blood for me.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
The good book says the time is now. The signs are here, all should kneel and pray. Let's take him at his word, the Master says. The time to start is now, beginning on Christmas Day. Ring, ring, hurrah, 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 they say. Our Savior is born today. It's running close to light, while the shepherds cry, for you just couldn't believe the eyes. And when he come on, you know they're not Christians. Get together and from the hills in the hand. But on the third day, he rose again. So you see, he shed his blood for me.
This is Caribbean Vibes.
Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check, it's 20 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report. Now, studio the Pitbull Radio in studio. What I want, we're only thinking about spare rapper pam pam, rapper pam pam. You there? Send your voice now to them. Let me hear what you think about the music this morning, you know. Let's say rapper pam pam in your tail this morning. Morning, Matilda Rhodes, a pleasant good morning to you. Marilyn Citron, good morning. And Maria Amin, a pleasant good morning to you. Ruby Sammy, Goodram John, good morning. Donna Lewis, Freddie Brown, good morning. Nigel Black, Wendy and John, good morning to you. Rupert, good morning. Angelo. Yeah, Matthias, good morning. Margaret. Kim Chan, good morning. Noreen Harrigan, which is Dave and Deborah. A pleasant good morning to you all. Well, I had a real nice time with Dave and Deborah, them day, young day. Hey, what the man name again? What call he say he not too articulate? And I tell him call. Text me the name Dave and Deborah. He down from down south, so I think text me where he say from and everything. He's supposed to check all here. Today. Text me that man name. Real cool fella, man. Man was glad when he do call Dave and Deborah. To give them back that blessings, give them back that sponsor. He get to talk to the pit bull down there one time. All I ain't gonna lie, you know. Soka Dolly, good morning. Ruby, good morning. Naz Ali and Mr. Ali, a pleasant good morning to you all. 007, good morning. Cyril, good morning to you. Rick Lutchman, good morning. Don't tell Wendy and John, good morning. Denise, good morning to you, Denise. Carmen, good morning. Desmond Hines, good morning to you. Afrina Mohammed, good morning to you. Dave Moraj, good morning. Well, you see, I went straight back up. Julian John, good morning. Peter Samlal Singh, good morning. Zibrian Ghani, a pleasant good morning to you. Kenrick, what's going on, Kenrick? Let me know. It's taking long, Kenrick. But you were supposed to be out of there before Christmas, Kenrick. And you like Bacchanal, Kenrick? Say you watching me. We ain't put up the radar in Trinidad yet, Kenrick. The only radar put up, we put it up in Tobago. Remember they say the one for Trinidad, they're gonna put it up. They ain't put it up yet, Kenrick. So how you have a radar on me, Kenrick? That radar is bogus, man. That is a Maduro radar you have up there, Kenrick. Andy, Frank, Babulal. How we are going, my brother Ryan Ali John, good morning. Just Cool, good morning. Chandra Benjamin, a pleasant good morning to you. Roma Price, your Brady Bunch. You know, like they say, Andy, I hear you. Oh, Brady Bunch, oh, Brady Bunch, oh, Brady Bunch. It is Calvin O'Brady, my brother. A pleasant good morning to you. And Jackman, up to now, I see the number. Why ain't call my phone? Call my phone now and hang up. Because so much of WhatsApp come and I ain't get to see the number. Call my phone now and Jackman. And hang up, let me save that number one time. I fed up waiting and looking for that number. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Miss Santa Cruz, good morning. Good morning to Miss Essential, a pleasant good morning. Good morning to KFC, a pleasant good morning to you. COP at Wall Street, all of you. Irvin Felix, his wife, tell everybody. Good morning to each and every one of the Ground Report family. Good morning to you all. KFC, I have something for you. After still collect a hamper, after collect a hamper for you. It will be tomorrow, right? It will be tomorrow. Baby, good morning to you. Teacher Balmain, a pleasant good morning to you. Remember, he thought that counts, but that hamper coming from our very own Teacher Balmain, right? Teacher Balmain, baby, you know that crew, you know that godly small woman crew, real nice ladies crew. Yeah, I gotta organize it. I ain't want you go and meet them at all. And next may you see you say you're the strip. Next may you see the hamper too big now. And you're there getting on with my people. So I ain't gonna play that. I go collect that for you and I go meet your partner. Yeah, and I have this man too. Oh gosh, Anthony, that one person, Anthony, they down there, Anthony, yeah, good man, a blind man though, eh? Very, very nice fella, very nice fella. Down there, Couva side too now. I forget it's called that road there, you know, the Rivulet. Somewhere on the Rivulet road down there, so. Look how your army are going to do for you now, boy. You say the kids, we study the kids, we study you is a good boy. We have a little $100 to give you, which is not bad. So now, knowing that I have to go down and I go and organize and collect that little $100, they feed it too. Now you go wait and see where the goodies of the hamper from Teacher Balmain and baby them, that crew they, that is how, you know them, that whole. I forget the name of the tune, you know. Where did it, oh God, I had one of them save with the name of the tune. Yeah, so, if anybody else want to bless our boy KFC, and KFC, you know, everybody is saying just have patience that, well, the people that I call here, there's the people there, and they say, they understand, but just, they don't like how we're going about the situation and thing, and they say very good and they appreciate and accept your apology. Yeah, they say they accept your apology, everything. And that just, you know, be patient, hold it down and good things will come to you. You know, and when you see again, you'll be blessing. And Jackman, I only hope you ring my phone, let me get the number one time, you know. Because if the whole day pass out, I'll catch my tail to get your number. See, up to now, you ain't ring my phone yet, and Jackman, ring my phone now, girl. Don't send me no text. I will lose the text. Between thousands of texts that's come now. Dave and Deborah, don't forget to send me the gentleman name where I think he from Faizabad, Penal. All you know the players, just tell me which party from there. I had a conversation with him. Dave, you gonna know. I had a conversation with the gentleman. Yeah. And he's a real loyal listener. He calling various people names who there's lock on, but he say, boy, a pit bull, boy, I just afraid to call in the program because I ain't too smart. I say, don't say that. What do you mean you ain't too smart? He say, and it is, you know, he admire how some of the callers will call and articulate their position and what's on their front burner. So he is afraid to call, and if he call, he say, you know, sometimes how some of them they be jamming each other. He say, and then when he call, he wouldn't like that he articulate, he think too good, and then somebody call in and saying what nonsense he talking or some kind of thing, you know. So he frightened. I said, nah, don't worry about that now, man. Roma Price, morning. I tell him, don't worry about that. Send me that now, Dave, the gentleman who's supposed to number. Right? I ain't done there yet. I had to give there and by Dave and them up there. So yeah, Felix, morning partner. Hey, how I go forget Felix? Morning, Felix. All I send all the voice notes and thing by the time, eh? I have yesterday voice notes that I miss out playing to play. Right? Alright. And if all you want to help out this boy, KFC, all you just give me a call now. Right? Give me a call. All you give me it early in a way, it's just boom boom. So I just making one run. Bow, 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 and then just meet KFC and a bow. And say Merry Christmas to you, my brother. May God bless you, your kids, your family. May you have a little patience, and may we have a prosperous new year. Everything will work out for you in the new year. Right? And Jackman, you're telling everybody morning still. You ain't ring my phone or send or text me yet, you know. Look at looking out for it. That's how we lost it, girl. We're going to just send a voice note then. Andy, they my number. Send me it now. Let me find back your number now. Look how begging and ignoring me. Look, that means up to now she never sent it. Every time I tell she send the number, send back she number, and then send it back for the pit bull yet. Why is she doing the pit bull that? Sandra Lal, why Ann doing that? Diane, morning. Mina, morning. Mina Rodriguez. I must say a pleasant good morning to Mina Steiner too. Good morning to you. Philip, fat boy. Or we're going partner. Morning to you. Oh, Brady, you on Bacchanal thing. Yeah, you. Andy, I didn't hear my name call. Just checking. Have a blessed day and weekend. Enjoy. KOB. You see? I call your damn name so early. And yet still, you're checking. We're checking. Who am I so there now? There we go. Yeah, see, I went straight to the top to come down. Right, I don't call all of them there Ruby Sammy, all of them there Nigel, all of them. Just cool morning. Trini Nairo, now see her. Balraj, good morning. Shireen Lee, good morning. Rajendra Maharaj, good morning. Legendary. Diane, you see you? You is trouble, you know. Paul Daniel, Paul, morning. Daniel saying, yeah, I done right. Troy Smith, I ain't here a long time. What's up? You and the wife. How things? Goben, Lakshmi Dial, good morning. Mr. Goben too, a pleasant good morning to you. Dr. Goben, good morning. Lenny, how you going, my brother? I tried calling you yesterday. Me going to your tall boy, brother Lenny. That's what I touch base. Frank James, morning. Matilda Rhodes, I tell you morning already. You and Marilyn Sicharan. And Anne-Marie Amen, all of you there, I done tell you the morning. I must say morning to teacher Balmain and baby, my baby, good morning. I have a next baby to a baby Rampasad, I think. Morning, I used to thought that was my baby, you know. Till my baby say, no, that's not me, you know. I say, well, right, well, I have two babies, man. Hey, Dave, baby brother, pleasant good morning to you. Thanks for the advice, my brother. Lion Lady, the juice woman, Mommy Juice morning. Ravi, aka Postman.com morning. Only don't forget anything dealing with car and boxes. Ravi have a box factory. Only will get Pitbull price. So I will make sure I get only call me. Anyone only want to get box for their vehicle, whether only taxi, maxi, or vehicle, or, you know, some people know how they can. They want to just put like box in the trunk for the base and all them thing. Only give me a call. Give me a call and let us give Ravi that sale. And don't forget to we bought Cyrus, who they take care of every virus. And don't forget we bought hey, Big Ram morning. Dennis C. Paul with the MacBooks and them now. That we partner. With Journey, morning Journey. They don't forget Kongs and Neil the Silver. Up to now, Ann and watch. Let me see, So Ann Jackman, may I ask you again for your damn number at all? Watch. Let me see. She text me yet? Up to now, I ain't seeing a fresh name because I don't think she number. Watch. Not a text. Let me see if I see a call. If she call and hang up. Watch. No call and hang up. Not a call and hang up. Why Ann Jackman doing that? Just now that KFC, just now. I just say in my mornings and them day, you go come on just now. I will come to the board, nothing yet. Mala, Sukai, morning. Margaret. I don't tell Margaret morning, him Chan. I don't tell she morning already. Right, well, Matilda Rhodes, I don't tell she day. Freddie Brown, morning. Donna Lewis, morning. Donna Gockens, morning. Now right now again, Dave and Deborah, morning. I want more people be on before I talk about my experience yesterday by Dave and Debs. And only don't forget to call them, you know. What's my real best thing, daddy boy. And very good price. And the thread count is real. The thread count is real. Rick Lutchman, morning. Dave. Ballet. Morning. Yolanda Code now, morning. Jama, Si Prasad, morning. Yeah. Nazalian Mestali, morning. Tom Fraud, morning. Bisham. Yeah, Bisham Maharaj, morning. Where are you calling from? Good morning, Trinidad to be able to the Gong Report. Love in the house. God bless my people and protect my country in Jesus Christ. Name, amen. Amen, sir. Zamid, Mohammed, where we going, partner? Kenrick, what Kenrick say? Weather is bad, lot of snow in MN, waiting to get unloaded. Oh, waiting to get unloaded. Oh. So waiting to get there to get off unloaded. So that means you're going to pick up a trip. You ain't dropping off. All right. CIA jail, PNM jail in USA. Naresh, you always jail in CIA. Morning. Beverly, where you going? Morning. Nigel Black, I tell you morning already. Samantha, morning. Mina Steiner, morning to you. No longer supposed to meet Mina Steiner. I know I had to meet you before she go back. She come here already, I ain't get to meet you. And Mina Rodriguez, I don't tell you morning. And Jackman, you're only saying okay. Up to now, before they ring or texting come, you say okay. Watch that, let me check again. I don't know why Ann Jackman doing me that, you know, man. I look how I'm begging this lady back for she number. Watch. Nothing from me. Watch. Only KFC. KFC was trying to ring. Right. I ain't seeing Ann Jackman at all. You see? Let me see if the phone ring too. And hang up. Nah, that was KFC. And Ann Bolin, okay. What the hell wrong with Ann? Kabul! Where we going? Morning, partner. Freddie Brown. Alright, Freddie Brown want to know when is someone going before the courts? When is this going to be a conversation? Earlier, Freddie would like to know when he will be seeing PNM people or anybody that misbehave in public life go before the courts. When? You would like to know. He said, when you all going to make them getting put before the courts? When only making it a conversation? Well, let's see if you only make it a conversation. Sherry, how are you going, Sherry? Sherry Abraham, good morning. Mommy Juice, which is Susan Bootman, I don't tell you morning already, you know, darling. And my next Susan morning too. Sean Rampasad, morning. Sherry Abraham say, have a great weekend, Ground Report people. Yes. Andy Pitbull Williams. Who is that? That is Khan, I know it's Khan. Shafral Khan. Well, I hope I pronounce it properly. Morning to you. Where are you calling from? You're out there? That name is something like that Trinidad. Yeah, it's at Trinidad born. But it look like you're out there a while. Your family all like all out there. Sean Rampasad, I tell you morning already. Yeah. Reginta Maharaj, I tell you morning already. Nadira, I find these days you ain't up in early. You on that low profile. You just laughing and thinking, what's up, Nadira? Well, I'll gotta wait for you then. You go be the one go say, Andy, because that when he was most active, Andy, we are up on Gael. Andy, we are up on Gael. So I'll wait for you go be the one saying, Andy, we are up on TV4. Yeah, we are up on TV4. Well, we'll know we live already. We on 91.1. But the TV part, the what we saying, we are up on TV4. So you have to check TV4 and make sure when we up here, girl. So you could be a little more into everything now, man. What happened to you? Elizabeth, how are you going? Let me say a pleasant good morning. Yeah, the man from Penal. Hi, Andy, the E from Penal. Yes, the man from Penal. Go, what your name again, boy? Let him call you now. He listening right now. Penal, who say you don't think you can articulate and I tell you what your number? I wonder if I take your number, boy. No, I said I get your number. No, I tell him to let his children text me your number. Hey, call my phone. The one from Penal who talked to me on Dave phone yesterday. Call me. Oh, call Dave back. Call back Dave. Dave go send me your number. I want to call you to say morning. So long as you call back Dave there now. Let Dave send me your number. Dave, if you have the number there, try to remember the number I called you yesterday. And send that number from on my phone there. Let me call him. Let me surprise him there. He might be listening yet. And let me say, thanks to all of you that have been calling Dave and Deborah. For those of you who ain't called yet, please give them a call. Give Dave and Deborah that call. Buy something, buy a bed sheet. Watch me, the bed sheet on them is what catch me, boy. Them bed sheet on them with curtain, eh? So if like we say the bedroom have one window. If the bedroom have one window, well, you have two curtains to go with the bed sheet. Two curtains. But if it have two windows, what you can do is you can mix and match. You want two for the two window, but you know you go just buy an next curtain to go with that curtain. So the bed sheet and that window curtain and that window curtain, they go match now. Real nice thing, boy. Real nice thing. Eh. Hey, the man name is James Coilat. Thanks, Dave. Out there in Penal, man. James Coilat, man. I'm being pronouncing it too good, but oh God, forgive me. Mark Bean. Good morning. I'm waiting for more people to come on to give all you, to tell all you what catch me up by Dave and Deborah Day besides. It was real fun. It was real fun. Can is 648 TV, not 468 TV. Irvin, blessed morning. It's 648. Well, I know where you're from. You look on my brother 648 TV. So you see all who can watch, you see all who look on all here and do all this again. Thanks to Dave and Deborah. About 3 years now they're paying for this system, you know. That's why we'll see me strolling your way. In here, everybody in here, right here, why I seen everybody. I just not seen what platform they own, but I could know what platform they own, but I not seen what platform they own, but I seen everybody together here. Thanks to Dave and Deborah. Jawani, Jagroup, morning, Jawani, Jagroup, morning. Yeah. See, because I seen Jawani there on Facebook. And then I could go and say morning to 007 here on right here one time on YouTube. If I didn't have this system all here, I would have never been able to chat with all here. If I didn't have this system that Dave and Deborah, thanks to Dave and Deborah that we have here, I'd have never been able to have it up where all you can see all yourselves right here on the TV to the side of me. And we going to the new station with this too. Yeah. Because remember, we come up with the strategy to make sure that online people are involved. And we already had put this in place. So even if you're on the radio or you're on TV, the people that online, on social media, are involved in TV and radio and everything with us. That's what this was about. So nobody get left out. So everybody can read, everybody comment something, where somebody quite have people who don't like to call, afraid to call. Oh boy, what's that? Anthony, morning. Michael Scotland, morning. 007 say, this is why we have that love for Andy Williams. He goes out of his way to make sure we are together by connecting. Thank you, Andy. I only know I ain't moving. I ain't starting across so. Mainstream back without you all of you all here. We still thinking places, so I don't know what I can't. I'm not dismantling my studio though. My studio is for, in case I want to do a separate program on my own thing. However, right, my studio stays up. Right, my studio stays up. So let me see how things go there. May have to be straight with all you. To accommodate, I will have to get certain things. And remember, them people saying they're broken, the government broken, they have no money. So I will have to, I don't know if I will have to get a next hub based on where they have in order to get this what we have here the same way across on the next side. Professional, very good background, remember. Me want no background, no, let me not talk it. But I may have to, because with the time, and them talking like they go put that they have money at all. Well, let me rush my mouth. So I don't know if I might have to organize blue screen, green screen. I don't know if I go to organize the web camps and them and all them various things. In order to make sure that our social media platform up and running, because our social media platform is a big platform. On the worst of days, is all kind of 1,100 people lock on at the same time. best days, all kind of 2,000 something, 3,000, some people lock on at the same exact time. We're talking who look after, you know, look after, and then you go see, X amount of thousand watch. No. We're talking live at the same time, like on now. When that same television, first they run down that place, that TV station and radio station, them their lives and all them kind of thing. But I don't think it's about live day. That is why we have to create it now, right? I got to be, but I don't know. I hope, well, it looked like my come out my pocket. So if only see how the big or if only see the first startup, or online not on, because boy, let me see how that go. Because I bounce up a little hurdles in getting, because I like professionalism kind of bacchanal thing. Remember, it must come out. You understand? Even if we're in radio, we mustn't look. So let me don't talk so neither. Some people say, hey, you're going in the studio there. Nah, I ain't going to no studio there, man. I broadcasting from my own location. I go call my people and them all. I go call one to all who I know this healthy pit bull. If it reached to, I will call whether it be 007 Moon Sammy or all lady. I will call all lady. Whether we need Dira anybody there. I know my people. My mommy juice all lady so. But I be Matilda Rhodes or Marilyn, all of them they so I go call them if I bounce up that headache to have to purchase things in order to make it possible, right? I'll give only a call. Some people say, but if you had to purchase thing or we had to do this day, that means you had to go in there. I never say I had to go in there. No, Lennox Smith and them had to go in there. We want to make sure that the studio and thing down there good for them. Me, I still go be unknown location for me. Not me at all. But I want to make sure Lennox says who go in there. I want to make sure we use this so it's real professional and nice, and you understand? And we have almost the same look and them kind of thing now. Sheldon Roach, morning. Well, I know some of your loyalists will be between the lines. Mubarak, morning. Ranjati, all day, Ontario, morning, Peter, hey, morning partner. Ross, where we going, morning, Tara, all the Taras, morning, Joanne, all the Joannes, morning, Ramratan, morning, all the morning. Judith, Robinson, morning, 007, where are we going? You only laughing, we're a week this morning for Janet. Canadian, where are we going? Anthony, Cameron, Edwards, you look how you get my attention. You know the Anthony's, the controversy, Patricia Reed, Ravi Nanan. Oh, let them say what them. Because you know, they start to attack. Watch. Yeah, how we start. Why Santa Cruz, the owner of this airwave? Oh, the owner of the airwave, the investor. The man said if we need things to make the studio down there look good for Lennox. Or to get the studio up and running down there for Lennox, so we have Lennox too. He said why the queen of the airwave, the owner of the airwave Santa Cruz. He said why let she pour the money. I think that is what you mean. Let she invest the money. Go ask me for nothing.
Bang, 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 bang. Oh,
Lord. The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
I want to say like COPS. We papa. Man, the woman, you. What happened? Anyhow, let me leave that alone. Michael Scotland all the morning day. Now I tell you, there's no time to get our next one. Let me hear John this morning too. What John saying? Right, John is saying, and the too much of cases being thrown out, it's time to bring a new confident, or to bring a no confident vote against the DPP. I wonder if it had that, boy, John. I ain't too sure if it had that. I know it had that to the president. Remember them kind of offense up there, so it'd be hard to choke them out, boy. Real hard, it's be hard. And then they need opposition support and all kind of bacchanal thing there, boy. And then remember this opposition, even if we get a bag of gold, let me say Saudi Arabia decide they want to fund Trinidad and Tobago, give us a fund of 10 billion. All right, let me 20 billion US dollars. And they're willing to give that fund and put it to good use towards the blue economy with all them where we gonna make here Singapore. But all Saudi Arabia want, in order just to sign the check sign already for Trinidad and Tobago, $20 billion. We don't want to pay back. But all Saudi Arabia will want, I'm just showing all you how PNM this thing. It's for every individual 13 opposition lead MPs, opposition MPs, and opposition senators to just give the signature that they endorse Saudi Arabia giving us $20 billion. I pointed to all you. Them PNM senators, them PNM MPs, they would not even sign. And watch me, Dobby Shock wanted two independent senators. Because they were the independent senators too. Dobby Shock wanted two independent senators too, not going and sign, put their signature for the country to get $20 billion free as a gift. That is how the PNM thinking. That is how our opposition thinking. That is where called dirty mind. That is where called godless people. Bad mind. Vindictive. Wicked. Could I draw any other point to you all on how dread this opposition thinking up towards its own people, boy? Please, anybody, give me, if I draw the conclusion the best way you all understand, and it can't have no better way for me to draw the conclusion for you all how the opposition of this country thinking because it's UNC in power and just want to pause everything. All you tell me if it any better way, if I break it down to the best that I can, that all of you understand what I'm talking about, and have a clearer picture of how this opposition, whether it be opposition senators and independent so-called senators and them thinking. I will go and read and see if some only agree with what he say. If I break it down the best way possible to describe the mental, all you go let me know. Boy, look, baby Rampasad, come on now. I don't call your name when I call my baby too. Brian Lochan, morning. Royal Passad, morning. Darren Williams, his family in Tobago. Oh boy, Bago, morning Bago. All you in Tobago. Let me say, good morning to Tobago. Each and every one of you, our family and friends across there in Tobago. Off the ground report, morning to you all. And don't forget to let everybody know in Tobago that I don't find out the boost to the extent yet that Ole must be able to pick up 91.1 FM. Make sure everybody in Tobago lock on to the ground report. You hear? And who ain't lock on yet, let her lock on social media by the meanwhile. Alright? And then they go get me on TV4 and all them bacchanal thing they so. Haridas, morning, Haridas. Sita, how are you going? Morning, Sita. Right. Let me see all you. Darren, or the next Darren, morning. Munsami, morning. Patricia Reed. We're calling, we're paying all that kind of thing. Andy, and don't call me out like that at all. No pity. I tell you for the new year, I serious, you know. I not even say calling you. I ignoring you. If I can see a picture who you is. I swear you with that petition. I'm calling you out now because it's bad to hurt people for the Christmas. But after Christmas, to hell with you if I can see a picture who you is, Patricia Reed. Yeah. Let me take a call. Let me hook up this thing. The people calling only. I ain't still get to drop the volume yet. Let me I don't hook up the board earlier. In order for these calls to go through. And then I had them voice notes from yesterday to play, including Mother Bernie. Mother Bernie, morning. Hey, I don't call Silver Fox, you know. How are you going, boy? The other day you was calling me and I tell him I'll call him back. I see the missed call. Oh, gosh. The Fox. What happened like somebody out Fox the Fox or what? I find like I ain't any Fox these days. Kamala Samlal Singh, morning. Monica, how are you going? Ramki soon. Yeah, Monica Ramki. Jenny's a battler, you know. Oh, God. Look, Jenny there. Jenny, yes, I, eh? Yeah. One girl. All you. And anybody want some nice tailor-made things? All let me know too now. We have our next fan of us where they sell blazers and them kind of thing now. Sell nice blazers and them thing there. I don't know if it's a call the name. I don't want to call the name out unless they give me that permission. Right? Jerry, text me to me if I could call the person name now. Yeah, Jenny. Text me to me if I could call the person name there. We good friend now. Who wait, let me take this call really quick. Oh God. It's no copy yet, boy. Let me see. Yeah, it's supposed to be hooked up, man. Let me see. Go ahead, blinking up there. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jenny. You go call man, tell me if I could call we good friend him who look on here right now. That they sell all these nice things now. Blazers and thing, you know. I forget the gentleman name, man. Jenny. Oh God, I went lie all you. He did realize I only wearing one blazer right through only. And he called me, he said, Pitbull, check me at the store. When I go on at the store, I shock. I say, whoa, there's a real nice store, boy. Man have all kind of clothes and thing there, so boy. Real clothes and thing. And the man have blazer and thing. The man say, I have a blazer for you here. Which one fit you? Pick one. Pick one. Which one fit you? Which blazer fit you here, Pitbull? I say, boy, pick one. I say, how much a blazer? They say, don't worry about that. I say, well, all right, that one they so, and I put it on, and he tell me, well, that blazer they looking nice, and the man bless me with that blazer. So Jerry, call me, send my message, they will all be here now. And what is his name again? I forget his name. Patricia Reed, just your daddy. Where this early morning you're telling just Jesse daddy? Where you always carrying on with Jess for? Who Jambi Andy? I don't know who Jambi the Pitbull man. Fredkan, morning. I don't know that enough mornings, you know. Radhika, morning. Ramjit, yeah. And then my next Radhika day in Lance Park day so morning. Who always look on. It had some big shot people and big people singing, you know. Police officers, it had some magistrates and judges and all this look on, you know. All of them go be glad when we back on. Morning, caller.
Morning, Andy. What's going on, boy? You good?
I'm there, London. You had to give me the accent, man. You see that kind of Trini talk here to me there.
Oh, you have to get all right. Oh, sorry, bro. LMA, you're right. I know. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. All right. So listen, right? We have to open the conversation, innit? We have to open that particular conversation. Now, remember when you see there was in Parliament the other day, and they was passing that bill, that motion. I can't remember the motion, but I can remember when PNM themselves, the opposition, came out and they said no to the bill. They not supported it. Remember, I think Lennox Smith have that video. You have that video. Play it for them and show them and remind them that when you see they sit down and they say no, we're not supporting the bill. Remember when you see Rowley was on a platform years back, and he said that how we will not support anything that the opposition say. We're not supporting anything that they saying or they doing. Remember that on a platform? So you have to remember the mindset, like what you're saying, the mindset of how the Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister was. Now it fall back onto the now people and them now, the 13 insider there. So you have to remember that how is the mindset of those individuals, man. Right? Those individuals, and this is what I'm saying. I think the 7 day and 9 day mentality is starting to kind of wear off now to some degree, because people remembering, because we have shows like this. We have Andy Ground Report, we have Irvin Felix, we have TCT, you know what I mean? We have Heavy and we have David Welch, you know what I mean? So the list goes on, and we have to go and support these people and them. You know what I mean? So you know, opinion box. Support the right thing. That is the media that we have to support, and we have to remember and we have to remind ourselves. So when we forget, we go onto them shows and we watch them. When they have nothing to watch, rewatch them same shows, rewatch the Ground Report, rewatch all of them. I do it just to listen to it again. And I mean, because for me, the Ground Report is like my cup of tea, my doubles and coffee in the morning. You understand? And for me, I can't do it without the Ground Report. When I work in, a Ground Report. If I outside fixing, Ground Report. When I see I chilling out and it's nighttime, Ground Report. You know, if not, then I'll go on to every single one of them. But we have to remember what they say and how their mindset is. Look right now, the Honorable Kamala Pasabi Session, what did she do? She went and put that same guy who was on all your same show, on all your thing just after TC and Heavy. Right now, Kamala turned him, that same guy, I can't remember his name, he's a doctor anyhow, right? Kamala went and make him like the man now in control of the libraries and stuff like that. No. So when you're looking at them things, it's not about race. And when I come out yesterday and I said about Anderson, let me show you something, right? You see, Anderson live in the Beatum. He from the bottom, and I know that we had this conversation and stuff like that yesterday and stuff, and I understand that people is how they are and how they stay, but still have to remember them people is groundsmen who with them people, and yes, all right, Curry Marcel is inside of there and the cousin and whatever, but I say that if they put a yellow T-shirt on our man, and then they put him there to go and do the work that he's supposed to do with all of the protocols in place that how the UNC will put in place for all ministers and councillors. And then we go outside there and we go and vote for local election. Every single east-west corridor, all over the place. Is this yellow? When we do that, you will see a difference. You will not see a difference. If you're looking at it, right? When COP the other day went over to he went to some kind of little thing and whatever, and you see all these children and stuff and families leaving and they're looking real happy and stuff like that. Remember 10 years, everybody was miserable for 10 years, children was miserable for 10 years. Like now you're seeing like children actually happy. You're seeing parents and people happy, right? So this is why we have to remember anything good that we want for ourselves, they don't want that. And the mindset of the individuals and them is the key to the whole thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know, you know what I mean? But, brother, it's just that I have so much love for, like, my country and the people and them of my country. You understand? And it's like we have to kind of, like, rise above it. And in order to rise above that, all we have to do is just remember and remind ourselves on the things and the way that they think. The way that how, like, $500 billion, over half, 600. What? You could have that in your house. You understand? All our money gone, and then right now we struggling. So I understand. You know what I mean? I can't say that. Oh well, I don't live in it. So you know what I mean? But I have to understand that I lived in it. I used to live in Arima. I understand about total water. You understand? I know about stone and mango. I know about Io kite. You understand? So, but the thing is that facts are, we have to remember what they did to us. And the only way that we can remember is look inside of the parliament today. And when they see they sitting down there and they say no, and the independent so-called senators on the opposition side saying no to something that meant to be like beneficial to the whole country. We have to remember that. Everything beneficial to the country, not to themselves and their pocket, but to the country. But it will take time. You can't go into a location. Here what I'm telling you, right? Everybody expecting that how like the bank full, but the bank only have flies in it. You can't expect to go and now get things from fly country. You have to make it make sense. So you have to clean up, sort out, pay whatever bills it is, make a little money, generate that, move it through. But eventually, when the energy starts to come through and the money starts to develop and that through the wells that the Prime Minister has put in place and stuff like that, and Exxon Mobil and that, we'll be all right. You understand? We'll be all right. So right now, what we have to do is take the focus and maintain the fact that how, like, remember what they said. They said that how we were stupid. Remember they said that? Don't forget that. Don't forget when they come out and they say that how like, oh, we only have thing for 2-3 days. But for 10 years, they was sucking out the whole thing with a vacuum. A big one of that. Because it's $500 billion gone. Remember that. And remember how they think. Remember how they think. Remember how that woman sit down and say fake bill. Remember how Imbert come out and say what you say. Remember how Penny just stand up on a platform and cuss down wherever they cussing down. And then afterwards, remember this and remember that. Look how they try to do it with Kobo Star. You understand what I'm telling you? Remember what they do. But also remember what our Prime Minister is trying to do. And side with that. That is what we have to do. So all we got to do is just side with it, bro. You just got to side with it. We ain't got time for the long thing. We ain't got time for no talk. We got time. We right now we have to settle down. 2026 is coming around the corner, and that is what we have to we have to look forward to. But we also have to look forward to what our Prime Minister is doing, what our councillors is doing, what aldermen is doing, what our ministers are doing, and side with them, stand with them. Don't cast down the security minister. Don't cast down Homeland Security. Stop it. Like, understand that. Like, the man is trying to help. Stop the cussing on a radar. What is that? That is child's play. We have more things, pressing things to deal with. Our children is the main focus right now. And that's what we have to focus on. But remember what them say. Every time you hear them, don't even listen to them. It's irrelevant. They're irrelevant. Don't listen to them. Focus on yourself. Focus on what your family. Focus on your health, your mental health. Years and years of depression, years and years of killings and murders and people, sorry to say it, like, you know, unaliving, right? On the streets, children watching these things. That is what we have to think about, our mental health of our children and our own self. That's what we have to focus on. Irrelevance to anything that the PNM says, because they were never good for us. Telling you about education. What kind of education? When you have to go into another country and then after they say they have to redo the whole thing that you was doing for 10 years. What kind of education? But if you look at Guyana, Guyana's doing it right now. So this is why we have to look at it. Our Prime Minister is trying to do like steps to make it like another Dubai. So let's focus on that energy. Take the energy and focus it on that. There's a plan for 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029. When you see 30 come, we're going to sign up again for UNC one more time. You understand? That's how we have to move. Andy, listen, love and unity and peace, you know, and call me when you see you need anything, my brother. You don't know I'll have your back all the time. 00 out.
All right, man. 007 out, man. Yeah, Barry Butcham. Barry Butcham is an excellent trapping. Bible jam say, but all the man switch up, so he talking English and he just jump across to London talk, to talking, oh God, you know, like them Englishman. Bible jam is a whole trap. Michael George, good morning. Martin Ford, good morning. Rich, good morning. He said next caller. He's our next fella. Boy, man, it has some people that they are past all day easy. I seen some new one day. John is easy too, eh? Oh God, Barry Bujam, I know he in the give trouble list. But I'm a partner. Maria Kalicharan, morning. I see our next one. I only hope that not slimy playing again in. Because when they watch his contribution, right? The only person is come at the pitbull right too. Evan and James from Arima morning. I see a new name all here. So one time you just know I just make it out. Dave Rattan. Morning, that next one, morning. While I'm going through, if I see a name that I ain't call out thing, I'll call Bujam John already, man. Glory. Ram Kelaban, morning. Fitzroy Smith, morning. I see Rachel Rupchan, morning. I also know we have a lot of Tobago people lock on, our Tobago brothers and sisters lock on. They say today is nomination day in Tobago. Right? And they say they're going with all 15 seats. Donna Alexander, morning. Yeah, they say Semantics, 62 morning. Nadira, I tell you morning already. Krishna, morning. Jennifer, Ramjet, morning. Nathaniel, morning. Right, Chris. Curtis, Stefan Harry, Senior is listening to us in Tobago on Facebook here. He said, top of the morning, Tobago is watching. But have somebody else too from Tobago. One or two other people mentioned today's nomination day in Tobago. All right, Andy Moraj, morning. Beswa, morning. Yeah, somebody mentioned that I want to go for. Quick. Samari, Samaria Ramota. Morning. Right, I ain't see it. It's done gone. All right, Celine. Celine, my husband and I is lock on. Morning. Celine, Rick Ramota, morning. What this is the person here. Keon Joseph. This is a new person, Keon Joseph. Right, it's Smalls, the Joseph Smalls is saying, Andy, good morning. Don't forget today is nomination day in Tobago. All right, 91.1 here we come. Yes, 91.1 here we come. Right, and this is Keon Joseph. And there's no when Michael, morning. Great program. Thank you, Michael. Right, this Keon Joseph, right? Watch here, there's no. Right, look Keon Joseph here again. Right, I want to show you how about there's no when new people jump on. Azad Khan, partner, morning. I'm gonna Andy Moraj, all of you, morning. Harry, Cassie, morning. Right, Keon Joseph. Right, look at me again. He or she. So there's a new person. That's how others know very quick, right? So here we're Keon Joseph. Hush you! But remember, we machine will take off the ASS. Whap! Very good. Thanks to Dave and Deborah. Right? Keon Joseph again, all you watch. Pay them all the way! All right. So here is no. So I will watch now. He's not being disrespectful yet. He's not attacking anybody yet. Right? The hush will get blocked out anyhow. I ain't banning him yet. But I will know if that is slimy on the low profile. Because he have a way in how we go about things. It can't change. Whether it's slimy, whether it's the slimy show, whether it's Hercules, whether it's Stupidity, whether it's Stupid Man, whether it's what. The way he articulate things, it can't hide. So I don't know if that is slimy. But I'm watching the Keon. Vidu, morning. Watch Keon Joseph again, Kamala can't run this country. SMH. Understand, Watch again. No contribution. Just think. Keon Joseph again. God will bring down this evil government. All you watching, Tell me something. You're just coming with thing. Andy, you sell out to the UNC fool. Like Keon Joseph telling me I sell out to the UNC fool, brother. I fight for my country. And I support the UNC because they are the better choice to run this country. Plain talk, bad manners. Let me continue, Keon Joseph again. It's only one person. This chook me so. Slimy. And I feel like he on the law, Keon, tread light with me, Tread light. I go on again. The Morris Horsley, a pleasant good morning to you. Better know Santa Cruz. Miss Cooper, good morning. We Papa. What happened to we Papa this morning, Miss Cooper? Terry. Halle Berry, morning. Got a big time name now. Betty, morning. Right, what Keon Joseph again? Right, he gone. Right. And if that is slimy, that will be the sell out himself. No kind of contribution towards nothing. Just attack. Bossman, they still make contribution, Patricia Reed, they still make contribution, All of some of is nonsense thing they're talking to. What Bossman I go after with this one? Today Friday. The boss pick all it up. You're going to let me know. Dave, I don't tell Dave morning already. Ratan. Semantics all of you. Keon, right. All right, that's it and all. Let me go to the lines. I'm fed up, go through this day and seeing this Keon Joseph catch my attention. Why? With no reason. It had no debate, nothing going on. We ain't articulating nothing. We ain't clearing up no propaganda or no innuendos, nothing. Hardly any front burner come forward with the exception of 007. And this Keon fella done gone already. I'm watching him. I'm watching him. I'm watching him very, very closely. Go ahead, Lamline caller. Morning.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning. Let me tell you something this morning. God bless you. God bless you on any station you is on. Granny is on your station since Amal days. Since Amal days, Granny calling, and nothing can touch you. If they come with a handy, a long bamboo that cannot touch you, you're educated, and your program is very, very highly educated. And the whole world has watched you. And Granny can be in your program. And Granny appreciate your program. You hear? Because Granny has Hindi education and I have English education some too. I am stupid, I just old. And your program is real good. It has no lie. It has nothing bad. And you just put correction very nice to things. So nobody could touch your program at all. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Granny. Oh boy.
Hush.
Next caller.
Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, my
Good
brother.
morning.
KFC. I will have to call you by tomorrow, so I have to meet with you, my
Okay.
brother.
Well, yeah, but I must say good morning to Lennox Smith and your brother Mikey K. I must say good morning to Miss Santa Cruz.
Yes.
Miss Santa Cruz was raising her point when she making she contribution. Miss Santa Cruz all a real fighter. When we was toiling, we was walking, he was bringing water for me, we were drinking water and taking rid of the evil PNM.
Yes.
So don't vex with KFC when KFC might come out politically wrong and says certain thing, but who feels it knows it. I looking for my liberty to see about my family. I must say good morning to the Honorable Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And wish you a happy, Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year. And I want to say congratulations to David Mohammed, which he see fit again and put him on the Nales board for the last 9 years plus. You know you have a black agenda.
What board?
The PNM was there.
Wait. What board the President Mohammed?
And the Nales board, the library board, that you charge the libraries and them.
Oh,
So you go educate some black people first. To keep black people in our way, you have to put it in a book because we don't read plenty. So you make sure they read plenty and get plenty sense.
Yes.
And wake up and change the way our pattern of voting. Not because somebody look like we, they're not the best interest in me in the hand. So they say the Honorable Prime Minister, I see no race, I see no discrimination there. Because for the 2010 to 2015, the Honorable Prime Minister gave him a piece of land. We go have a workshop in Dallas every Sunday. Eh? The bald black man, Rowley, ain't see it fit to give him a next piece of land to extend it because the work he carried on in the East-West corridor there. For the black youth, you have a workshop. You have the little thing they going on every Sunday for the youth center there. So David Mohammed, I know you are fighting for 40-something years and trying to wake up them black leaders and them who neglect their own black people. You see what? Come and give you something again. Somebody look like you. So
Yes.
Andy Williams.
Yes.
Andy Williams, say what's going on.
I'm very
right
happy.
now,
I'm very happy that you said a pleasant good morning to Miss Santa Cruz.
No, but
and that is very, very good.
Miss Santa Cruz doing she work. Miss Santa Cruz defending she party.
Yeah.
She like me. I is a man that support. I buy that Maxi and a boss. Nobody can talk the UNC bad. I blow fire on them.
Yeah.
Feel just so in the market anyway because I know the Honorable Prime Minister, she had this country at heart, and I see she work to 2010 to 2015.
Yes.
If the Honorable Prime Minister they got next to him, that would be nice. Look at that school she built in Lavante, that 3-story school there, a school on the beatam. PNM run this country for donkey, people concerned voting the PNM in the West crowd and watch the community. The Port of Spain Corporation, they cannot be placed. What they do? The poor records to record people van and all them kind of thing and cars and things.
For the Christmas, they're looking to make money.
For the Christmas, yeah, to victimize the people who come into shop
and I don't own
in the
people,
city.
And I don't own people because other people don't shop come in Port of Spain. So it's Port of Spain people, PNM areas, people who go come to park the car to shop and direct.
Yeah,
the own people in the
little vendors and them who come in, the little vendors and them who come in to sell and look for $1 around Christmas time, they wreck in the vehicle. Because sometimes I was wrong by the parliament, I see the wreck a young lady vehicle, for the desperate. The tell them lock and the drag in the vehicle still. So and here what's going on. I say, man, I crying out. I need a little assistance because I get victimized to take away my grand allegedly say I was working. Because you know I was a man, as a UNC activist, but on fire, right?
Yeah.
But on that, and it's under investigation, it's on partial investigation. Right now, Christmas coming. I not see nothing. I don't really coming on the radio and people feel like I coming and begging and thing in there. I look for opportunities and betterment like everybody else.
Yeah.
So I call into the Honorable Prime Minister. She locked on listening. Sometimes she call me, but I she call and I talk to she. Sometimes the Honorable Kadisha and she will call and she talk and she wear about my situation.
All right.
So I don't hold me to heart because the way I get on and thing because who feels it knows it and a man crying out like everybody else too. Some might think crowd hard like me because I am a tool trying to see about. But one more thing. I called in Wall Street program last night. I see the man declining my call because someone took it out of context and say, because I say, Wall Street flying.
Wall Street and all this look onto the program. Last night, you think, don't worry. What you do now is just send a message to Wall Street telling him, just apologizing and telling him, no, you see the light.
I mean, we never said nothing bad about Wall Street. I just see a man flying. But I want to say, well, congratulations to Wall Street. A man put in the hard work. He gets the award. I'm glad for him.
All right, COP, tell Wall Street
he was
to
fighting
take...
and
Tell COP, COP, I want to tell Wall Street to take... KFC call, he just called him to congratulate Wall Street.
I say COP, must say good morning to COP and his family because they try to bring the program and the ground report on that program and COP stop them one time. That is our soldier way bringing that back and Wall Street program for. So COP, bless the morning to you and the family. I know that man is painting up and God bless. KFC is out. And they can't keep a good man down by.
No.
Who shall bless no man curse.
Exactly. And don't forget, I don't call you. When I receive, I will call you and meet you.
Yeah, but I talk to you, and I don't mind like you come and read up my rap sheet on the program, the man. Check up yourself. I feel like a child trouble in the bush.
Oh, God, you're going again. Now, why do I read up your rap sheet? You don't know, I didn't hear that right on the program here. Oh, that's how they take your grant away from you, the PNM do that. All I do is articulate it more for the people to understand what's going on, that is all. But that was being articulated by maybe I don't call anybody on because them is this one with the stutter. We call him by Kingsley, so talk all of that. Wait. If there's no you tell me them thing, I hear Kingsley talking them thing, activists talk them thing on the program here. It's just I pick center nonsense and understand and just articulate it for the people to understand whatever. But you want to bring your business here already. You want to bring your business to the program and then vex when it reach. I articulated very better than the rest of them who you talk to and them talk. Right, so cool it now, man. Let's say I'll call it tomorrow. So by then I have a pan thing to receive for you and $100 cash to receive for you from this fella day. So why I'm saying that? Why I'm saying it? Yes, I'm saying it. I'm saying what I have to receive for you live. Because I want after I come again, something then you come on the radio there and then saying, and for all I receive is a hamper. What about the 100? What about this? What about that? That we partner earlier. Right, let me continue there earlier. I go on here, I see Barry Butcham. He's a trapper, but I like his contribution. It's just he like to be on but what is that tolerated when I like his vibes is because he supported UNC, eh? Jump high, jump low. He wanted Philip Alexander there, and then he started supporting UNC when he get Philip Alexander there. But he always fighting Moonsami. So let don't get involved in Barry Butcham and Moonsami. He always there, Moonsami, bored, Moonsami this, Moonsami that. I don't know, Moonsami don't like your partner. Where the hell, right to Moonsami and bored, right? But he's a cool fella. He does make good contributions too sometimes, right? Barry Butcham, are you okay? Well, Primrose is asking Barry Butcham if he's okay. Ravi Nanan, there's our next one, boy. He just make me laugh, boy. Earlier. I tell you, I know the bag of them. Morning, my members opposite. So he tell it all earlier, the ground report. Morning, like, you know, like they heat parliament and all here. He said, morning, my members opposite. So earlier, Ravi is a disciplined fella. He's letting you all know that always opposite him, right? Meaning he's an opposition. And morning to you all. Imagine that, Ravi Nanan. Morning, my members opposite. He make me laugh as I read that thing, you know, boy. He's a Nikki, morning. It has some of them day. Princess Tong, morning. Ramdas, morning. It has some of them day that really make me laugh, boy. They just give me a laugh. The Vika saying morning. My Ghanese friend always I don't know voice note from her. You know I like to hear the accent. What? I ain't send anybody there to organize with the sewer water in the road. They get my Ghanese friend. Up to now, you ain't tell me, like, you get the sewer water fixed there and you ain't call me, your partner, and tell me, well, Heinz come and fix it, or the UNC send somebody to fix it. When you pass there and it stink and the rain fall and the cars roll and wet up the whole place and it stink, you call the pit bull, you complain. Now to call the pit bull to tell me you got the thing fixed, you ain't let me know you get the thing fixed because you're not complaining no more. Hell, I'm a Ghanese friend. She got the thing fixed only. I could protest it because she ain't call man tell me nothing. Barry Biharilal Ilakon. Morning, Barry. Blue is the core in Tobago. Yes. Yes, Diane Davis. Blue is the core in Tobago. All my Tobago brothers and sisters only know blue is the code. That will be talking about. PNM no more. Blue is the code. Peggy, morning. Come on, right. I'm looking to see if any comments, anybody front burner, leave any front burner thing there. The PNM must understand that Rome wasn't built in a day. That's Alicia Karim is saying. The PNM, which Barry and all must understand Rome wasn't built in a day. Ravi Nanan, all of you, Rome was not built in a day. Patricia Reed, all of you, Rome wasn't built in a day. Oh God. Right. Who else I seeing here? Patience is virtue. Exactly. Have some patience, man. Kamala break slimy heart. Evex. Yeah, Kamala break he heart. Sandy Jones. Morning. Andy, let the callers talk. All right now. This two alarm here fella they always in Andy tail too, you know. Yeah, Tularam. He always in my tail too, and I just know them. Yeah. He always, and he let the callers talk. But it no calls in, watch, no calls in. Let them talk what? Oh, it's a call, man. Sorry about that. Morning, caller.
Good morning to the magnificent tree.
Hey, the magnificent sunny morning. Magnificent morning, my brother.
Yes. One love to each and everybody in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? But Mr. Andy, this morning, I just want to put something to rest. That our country is not on the right track with how we think it. And we must understand between 2010 to 2015, this Kamala Bisesa is the same Kamala Bisesa who love to do good for Trinidadian. But we as Trinidadian, we doesn't know what we want good for ourselves. I want to talk to activists this morning also. And I will tell you something. Between the 2010, right, Mr. Lennox, good morning to you especially here. And between 2010 to 2015, Kamala Bissessa did not raise super gas, diesel, and kerosene. You go through that 5 years without anybody paying for any rice in these things. Do you believe that all drivers should have voted for she? You remember she raised pension from 1950 to 3,500 in the 5 years that she took. Didn't you think that all old age pensioners should vote for her? They didn't.
Oh,
right?
Sorry. Yeah, they didn't.
You must remember these things. Remember when people like Vonas and Rose and Mary King, even Graham Ramadan Singh, even Jack Warner, Colin Paltap, all of them, you know, Annie Roberts, Anna Ram Logan, all them people and them did something wrong. Kamala fired them and said, go back and clear name and then come again. Right? This is the kind of person she is. Remember, Kamala fixed roads and highways, bypass road, schools, 106 schools, hospital. You would have find teachers, parents should have voted for she, but they didn't. Remember when COVID-19 came, Kamala and them wanted to talk about COVID-19 since the 24th of January to keep COVID-19 out of Trinidad and Tobago. The speaker shut it down. Right? They wait until we get COVID-19 in the country, then close down the economy. And when we get the first death, they ban people from coming to Trinidad and Tobago. They close down the border. They keep carnival. People must remember what Kamala did wrong during 2010 to 2015 to lose that election to a man named Dr. Keith Rowley, who hadn't done anything for Trinidad during that time. Eh? Why? I just show you how we make up as a people. You know Kamala does increase. Why is the PNM decrease? And we still voting for the PNM. It's hurt. We like to hurt ourselves so. Kamala is the best leader in this Western hemisphere because she is a God-sent leader. We must allow her to do her work because God put she there. No, I want to talk something real serious with them activists. Them so-called activists who believe they're activists. But they're just using that word activist and doesn't use the word opportunist. You see, you might be walking with somebody, me against them, you know. But I'm talking about activists like Lennox Smith. I'm talking about activists, real activists like Andy. I'm talking like Mikey K. Mr. Lennox put a man to run for the election when he's the boss. He ain't looking to go up there to get up. He put a man. If the man had win, he would have been in parliament. Andy for Grandy. When they say Wayne stood, one time Andy say, I will support that man, boy. That is activist Mikey K. Day and night with UNC as a MC, working with them. Now, as you do something, you looking to get something. You ain't no activist really. You just there, but you're the opportunist. I'm not against the opportunist. I want you to understand what I'm saying. But be your opportunist. Don't pretend you're activist. Because let me tell you something, what is real. We ain't get rid of the PNN yet. It's still at the 13th Black Friday still there. It has a local election coming up there. Activists, if you see a man who now joined the party and he walking in the coming to meet you in the dry and you have an area where all the campus on the dry, the activists had to go down in the mud and let that man pass. Because we have to get men coming on. You will see the how she name again from Lavantile, right? And I forget she name now, right? But we have to win these people over because we already in it. So we have to take the bullet. That is what it means. We can't give them sour line. We have to give them honey. And we have to take the sour line. Because we don't know what we are about. Winning people for the party. Winning people for Trinidad and Tobago. Everything will come right for we in the long run. But we have to fight. Because the fight ain't done yet. So all this wanting and wanting and wanting, I know you're going to get. But we have to have the patience. The activist is the one who has the patience and to hold on to the balance wheel. Anytime the activist let go, so what happens? If you against something, you want to go back to PNM then? What would PNM do for you? 9 and something years be under pressure. So if this government gives you something, what they do? But they drop the price of gas. That never happened in the history of Trinidad and Tobago yet. When that ever happened? So that's not something good. Look at it right now. Man with a taxi car could go in any area now where you have a licensed department area and to pass the car inspection. When everybody know you have to go one way license office there, no matter how long the line is, you have to face up that. So that's not something good. Look at Kamala and then giving this back pay. That's not something good. Eh? You know what things that is good? You have to look at the things that are doing good in the country. You can't only look at an individual thing where they only want to do for me and I want it for me. And if me I get for me, no matter what happens good in the country, I voting against them. Oh God, wake up and wait. The activists have to be patient. Otherwise, we ain't gonna make it. Let me tell you, activists, when you see a blind man, you have to help him cross the street. That is the activist. When you see people in the darkness, you have to shine the light. That is the activist. The activist is the one who has to take the blunt of the blow for the country to be a success and the UNC party. Because let me tell you something. This is a thing from generation to generation. You feel this thing go done? You have your children to come, your grandchildren, your grand to come. We have to continue. We mightn't be here, but we have to left something, the legacy for them to follow. So this activist thing, get on board if you're a real activist. Follow Andy Range, follow Lennox Range, follow Mikey Range, and you will know what activist is. I go on, brother.
Thank you very much. Hey, she out there in St. Lucia, a pleasant good morning to you. She says St. Lucia, the same thing happened. They did not vote for Alan. Yeah, they didn't vote for the yellow cause in St. Lucia at all. But St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they voted for the yellow day. They wanted that change. But let me see how St. Lucia will go. Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you, my brother. Oh boy.
Yes indeed, yes indeed. A pleasant good morning to you as well, my friend. Are you hearing me loud and clear?
Yes, but wait 1 minute before you think there. Let me just take this call. Go ahead, caller.
Go ahead, man.
Andy Williams, pleasant good morning to you, my brother. Lennox Smith, good morning to you, comrade. Trinidad and Tobago. Andy.
Oh, brother.
How to go about, how a person like me, an underdog like me, a grown man like me, could go about seeing the Honorable Prime Minister? Because I have some information. I don't want to give you it, I want to talk to the head of national security. How could I go about doing that?
Emailer. Lennox Smith, you have Kamala Prasad Bissessa email?
I did all that already. I tried to email her in a St. Clair office. I get no reply. I don't know if it's because of who I am. I don't know what, but I want to talk to the Honorable Prime Minister. Jesus Christ went to his own and his own receive him not. These set a threat that this gentleman from Venezuela is passing. These things are very serious. Alwari and the PNM, they are on an aim to destabilize this government. They say 12 months. They're giving the Honorable Prime Minister 12 months, and it's war. Since the Honorable Prime Minister came into office, it's bacchanal from that time till now, and it's still going on, and tension just rising and rising. People feeling war going to break out, all kind of thing taking place, and it have a lot of Spanish here. You don't know who is sleeping cell. You don't know who working with the Maduro government. You don't know, and you're hearing this Cabello man talking some kind of talk. You don't know what to expect. The Prime Minister have to deal with these matters serious. The Prime Minister have to deal with this situation very serious. Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? These people are still on our aim. These people are on a serious aim. Right now, they know how the country is running, and they're trying their best because they want the people to believe that the Honorable Prime Minister and his team don't know what they are doing and they cannot run the country, so they want to put the country in the PNM hand. Trinidad and Tobago, they listen to Brother Carnage, and they be coming with it, and they be telling Oli, and Oli doesn't take it to heed. Honorable Prime Minister, and they listen to the program. Carnage want to talk to you. God bless Trinidad and Tobago.
Go ahead, next caller. Go ahead. Let me just clear before my brother Lennox Smith thing here. Go ahead.
Good morning to the Ground Report.
Morning to you, Mr. Tabakit.
A pleasant morning to Andy Williams, the Pitbull, to my friend, the Englishman, Brother Lennox, and to Michael Kerr and the Honorable Prime Minister. Andy Williams, I was sitting in the pavilion, and after hearing that caller that was lecturing to activists, I decided to come in the arena. I love where he was going. And I said something, and that activist forced me to come in the arena. And I want to say this, and I'm making a deep clarion call, Andy. And I thank you for all the time for giving me voice on this program. I want to say this to those who say they are activists. There is ministries after ministries. And I am making an appeal to activists. Find out what's happening in the various ministries. You have the Ministry of Finance. You have the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Agriculture, the Ministry of Energy. And in the dinner, the Honorable Prime Minister spoke to the subject matter, the government agenda and policy. Andy and Lennox, let me repeat this, you know. When the Prime Minister spoke to the government policy and agenda, that is our mandate as activists in government. Andy Williams, we are no longer in opposition. The party is not in election mode. And what we ought to do as activists is push the government agenda and policy. And when the Honorable Prime Minister in the dinner made mention of the government policy and agenda, that is what, Andy, we must find out. To now let the people know this is the agenda. This is what the government is doing. Andy, let me say this. Within the last 7 months, what this government would have achieved in office, we did not get it in 10 years. And that is the agenda, to tell people, if a government can do so much in 7 months with so much little, imagine what that government can do in 5 years. And Andy, let me say this. This is the agenda Tabakit will be pushing. Andy, permit me, let me repeat. This is the agenda and mandate Tabakit will be pushing. This thing is not about Tabakit coming here to hear my voice, or the Prime Minister hear me, or a minister hear me. No! My mandate is to ensure that the government, the Prime Minister, the agenda being carried out. And Andy, if I cannot do that, Well, then I wasting time on your program. And I sure Mikey K. Lennox bit. Ministers who is listening, which they are listening, the prime minister that is listening, she will say, that is it. And as I take my leave, let me make a clarion call to activists. Find out what the various ministries, the agenda, the policy, what they are doing. Let us, Andy, let me say this. You know this program occupying prime time? You see on a morning, everybody getting to go to work, people putting on this and they're traveling. And I am saying to activists, as we come in 2026, our agenda and our mandate and policy is to promote the prime minister, the government agenda, and not ourselves, not Tabaki, not personality. I am saying you may hate me, but I'm saying I have one agenda. My agenda, my mandate is to ensure that the government look good, spread the government policy, its mandate and its agenda. Brother Lennox, Brother Andy, Brother Mikey, and the Prime Minister, season greeting. Let's support the government and push the government policy and agenda. Tabak it out and off.
Oh boy. Lennox Smith, I seen you there with the Honorable Prime Minister. I hope when you got the opportunity to have her ears, you know it had some things we both have concerns about. But again, that's not for the program. We'll talk that privately. Pleasant good morning to you, my brother. Look how we ain't invite me. What's how we ain't invite me? You're going your big...
I didn't realize it was me you was talking about.
Yeah, well, I seen you there. You're going your big time thing.
You know.
You ain't invite me.
That goes without saying that if it is that there is an issue to be discussed and the opportunity presents itself, well, you know that just as how you would do or Mikey would do, well, you know yours truly have no choice but also to do. So rest assured, there's no need to be in any private caucus to, of course, express that. I think the whole world knows that.
Yeah, but you ain't invite me at all. You beg pay to the Prime Minister. You invite me. Oh, you and Mikey all here big time now. All for getting the pet ball by.
No. I think this one was different. In that it was called, of course, supper with the Prime Minister, supper, and a lot of security, boy. You had to present your ID card. You have to, of course, be certified on a list. And, of course, when the Prime Minister had the opportunity to speak, she did say that she had selected, of course, all of these people because of various contributions that were made. Rouget was there as well, and a number of other persons. And let me tell you this, that she said that the entire event, boy, food like peas, but the entire event was as a result of the fundraise from the dinner. So those who went to the dinner, I want to tell you, your money was well spent because, of course, we had a very nice.
What about my partner Mikey? Mikey K was there?
At the diplomatic center.
Mikey K was there?
No, I didn't see Mikey. I saw, of course, his let's say his advisor, I believe. I saw him there. We had a little chat as well.
Well, right.
Yes. So all wrong, I think our actual, let's say, concerns, I did in fact vent it, and I think it was well received and understood, because of course the burning question would be well let me tell you this: the consensus is that when we get going from the 5th, other things will fall into place. Let me put it that way, right? All right. So that being as it may, people, on a Friday, we normally would, of course, deal with things that we would not have an opportunity to do during the course of the week. So one of which is, you would have seen that a case has collapsed due to the fault of the DPP with respect to the killing of a child a fella from, I think, St. Madeleine, thereabout, in a fit of rage, chopped a little child, and of course, I think chopped the mother as well. And he was charged with murder. However, because of the plea bargaining scenario, the state accepted manslaughter. So here where all hell break loose. There was all the process for that took place. The man accepted, of course, manslaughter, which is the lesser charge. And when was time for almost sentencing, the DPP's representative goes to the court and say, no, we want to go back under Section 8 of the arrangement. We want to go back because the crime was too heinous to be manslaughter. So we'll go back to murder. The court say, no, you cannot use this court as convenience. You are undermining the process, and the people will believe that the DPP has the authority of the state by virtue of that position, has the right to pursue a course of action and then change it just so, and the population or the process would be seen as the court being able to be manipulated. So what the court did, they put a stay to the whole thing. Stay to the whole thing, because they said that it cannot happen. And any other course that they want to take, the DPP, it must have as evidence the fact that they had a pre-bargaining arrangement that they wanted to renege upon. So that person is for the time being, that matter has now been in effect dismissed. A heinous crime like that, and the state made that kind of blunder. All right, so people, we have to be very, very careful, particularly in public spaces. But I know that even in such a situation where procedural mechanisms may have been breached, I am sure there will be, in spite of the court's position, public disquiet as to the fact that this person could get away in the way that that was described, and that the DPP's responsibility was, of course, being very negligent in that whole process. So they had a plea bargaining arrangement. They decided not to go there after the whole process was completed, and the court said, no, you can't use us as that, and that person may well get away with that heinous crime. I just wanted to make it clear to everybody that is something where you didn't touch. Of course, today's Domination Day in Tobago, and of course, somebody asked me at the supper last night, what happened in Tobago? How PNM has so much people attending? And I didn't broach you with that question before, but tell me why the PNM would have had so much people if I told that, if what that person is saying is so. Tell me. Andy, are you there? All right, it seems as though I need it. But of course, all of you would know that they import the crowd, right? They hire whatever they hire in order to get to Tobago to give the impression that that the PNM is on the upsurge and resurging in Tobago. But that is a fake, that is false, that is a fantasy, that is a facade, that is a figment of somebody's imagination. It is not the reality. All right, so blue is the code in Tobago, and blue will remain so for a very, very, very long time, as indeed, of course, yellow and whatever other color besides the red will remain very sustained in Trinidad. So let's get beside ourselves and get rid of all of the illusions, the delusions, the theatrics, and the histrionics that the PNM is capable of demonstrated in order to look good. They are simply wolves in sheep clothing in that context, and we must see them and know them for who they are. And therefore, when they start with that kind of propaganda, propaganda. It means, therefore, they believe that somehow they could once again hoodwink the people of Tobago and get back into office. Not a ghost of a chance. I think that is very, very, very crucial. What again that we may have lost during the course of the week? Well, that young lady that on that TikTok blog that identified and targeted, of course, the home of the Prime Minister for some illusionary bomb to, of course, be directed at the home from Venezuela. Well, she was put on a bond for I think 2 years or so, and if she it could be more than that, but I think I know that for a fact that she is on a bond. The court that was the decision of the court. It happened in Arima, and she is now out, but on a bond to keep the peace and not to infringe any law. And if she does, well, of course, that will be forfeited, and she will have to pay the penalty that was originally imposed if the bond issue did not intervene. So that is the other area that we did not touch that I would like to, of course, address you with. There's some interference here in the studio here because, of course, we are distributing our hampers for the Christmas, and people have been collecting over 2 days now. We have to do it in a particular way. It's unique. I don't even want to mention how we are doing it, because we are going to have and have been having an avalanche of people coming. All I tell them, listen, the parliamentary representative is Scotland, the immediate representative for Port of Spain South, where we are located on George Street, that's Stone's Throw away. He has indicated, and I saw it again in today's newspaper, where he has about 300 hampers. Please go across there and collect your hamper or whatever it is. If he grant standing or he grant charging, well, of course, hold him to account, because as he made the announcement, we said that whatever we collect, we will, of course, distribute on Christmas morning. I have no doubt in my mind that, as usual, my other half and myself will be up and down the country, of course, delivering Christmas cheers in that way as well. We did not ask for toys this time around. We have asked for only groceries, because we understand that. And I see that that trend has also been taken up by other NGOs and civil society organizations that attempt to bring cheer and joy to the hearts and minds of families across the country. So I want to tell them that's a good move, because, of course, we have to be real. There are certain things that transpired that created, of course, a greater need for nourishment and to put food on the table, rather than things that you may consider to be mundane but associated with Christmas, but is less priority, including toys. Even though, of course, that's the joy of children, and children may not take me to heart with that talk, but certainly food is always better, at least on this occasion, and less expenditure on toys. I see that reflected as well in, of course, shopping. We didn't touch that during the course of the week, but I see that the momentum is gathering momentum. That is to say, the shopping is taking up momentum. I've seen that on Charlotte Street, Frederick Street, etc. And I expect that going up to Christmas, and more importantly, by the 23rd, people are supposed to get their back pay. Well, I expect by Christmas Day, I would expect people to be shopping still, because they would have gotten their monies late, or the banks will have to be opening a little later to accommodate, of course, persons who may be getting their Christmas, let's say, largest late. So those are some of the things that I would want to share with the population. One, again, of course, crime, coming from Venezuela, the the bellicose language continues, of course, to be thrown across the Gulf of Paria into Port of Spain and
Yeah,
directed
but
at
by whom? By whom? But before I say that, Lennox Smith,
by officials of
Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Which one?
The same foreign minister continued. Because the prime minister responded by just simply saying that is a Trump matter. That has nothing to do with Trinidad and Tobago, and Trinidad and Tobago is working in its own interest. That is the function of the government.
So Lennox Smith, that is twice so far they have been. So Maduro say anything direct, or is he defense minister? You get my idea there. Who disturbing you there so? Yeah, you let's stop disturbing Lennox Smith there so, you know. Yeah? But get my idea there, boy. Yeah. Get my idea there, Lennox. The defense.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry about that. Yeah, you know, I'm doing some domestic thing.
I know that. But listen, the defense minister. Oh boy. All right, but let me continue by the time then.
All right, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Right, the defense minister himself, Yeah.
The foreign minister and one for defense. The latest is that.
Oh, so but the foreign minister, right? Of Venezuela, and the defense minister is the latest one talking. What did the foreign minister said about Trinidad, and tell us what it is the defense minister said about Trinidad?
Well, of course, it is in relation to the American seizing that oil tanker, and they continue, of course, to say that they are mobilizing. The rhetoric coming out from Venezuela, as far as Maduro is concerned, is that the Bolivian revolution, they bring in Simon Bolivar, they reincarnate that. They said that, of course, the oil that is below the property of Venezuela will not be ceded to any foreign invader, and it is all about the oil, and of course utilizing the seizing of the oil tanker to, of course, emphasize that. And of course, all people that are associated with that, countries and or individuals, well, of course, they are on the attack as well in terms of those persons. But I think very interesting, the Russians say that if the situation with Venezuela, if the Americans don't deal with it in a particular way, they may well destabilize the whole of the Western Hemisphere. That is strong talk as well. So whether that means direct support for Venezuela if the Americans should engage, well, of course, it's left to be seen. What the Trump administration has done is blockade now. So it's a total blockade of Venezuela. So not even things coming from Russia, Iran, or anywhere else could get in without their consent. Of course, the Venezuelans are saying that is an infringement of international maritime and international law, and you cannot, of course, impose your will on any country in the way that the Americans have done, using force of the force of their military might. And so that is the kind of discussion that is taking place. In Venezuela, of course, they are preparing for Christmas. Christmas is a big thing there, they came out from Catholicism, and that the people there are engaging. Of course, there is talk that there are, as I heard Mr. Carnage mention it as well, that there are Venezuelans here who may be sleeper cells and may not be too comfortable with, of course, some of the statements being made from Port of Spain, or put another way, from the government, because Munilal did make a comment as well in terms of the notion that Trinidad and Tobago is dependent on gas from Venezuela. Well, of course, they made it very clear that is not so, because they have not gotten any gas from Venezuela anyway. So why are you saying that? We are suggesting that somehow in the past there was some kind of cooperation. We never got anything. In fact, Venezuela got from us rather than we getting from them. So all that is part and parcel of what I consider be the reciprocity of attempting to sway country and public opinion, both within and outside of the respective countries. So we see how that develops.
All right, so we will see how that develops.
Yes, indeed.
Well, boy, oh boy. I'm trying to open this pit here with Lennox Smith here. Trying to open it, I ain't getting it open. But I just wanted to comment on it. Right, that is our day. Right. Watching how the Honorable Prime Minister, while Lennox serious, he won that pit here. The Honorable Prime Minister watching Lennox in the face with love. With love, she's admiring Lennox Smith.
I didn't notice that, until of course I saw the picture myself.
You studying pity and the woman watching you. What the hell wrong with you, boy? What wrong with you? Where the hell is wrong with this Lennox Smith, boy?
So that's how it is. But I will not go there. I will not put more than what it is that is supposed to be. And that is, of course, a picture that was taken with the Prime Minister after that supper exercise, right? So I want to make it clear. There's nothing more than that. You could, of course, weave it in, even though, of course, the picture may give a particular impression by someone else who has a different notion. And you're free to speculate, but I respect that.
But only of all that love and all that thing there. I calling you after the program, I need to hear, because at least you get the opportunity. I need to hear that our concerns that is very serious was raised. So let me continue. And don't forget.
Yes. But I did say at two levels there, right? The level of direct and the level where, of course, the person who is in charge of the entire thing has also been informed.
Okay. Because remember, it's two
I don't know what happened to me too. Whilst I was there, right?
Yeah.
Normally I would raise my hand to give a thumbs up. I like to do that. Whilst I raising my hand, I feel something just slap down my hand. It's the security. It's security. Her security detail.
Yeah.
Slap down my hand. Of course, I made it look as though it's no big thing, but that's what happened. So they're serious about the responsibility they have and the security of the Prime Minister, which is good. I took it in strides and I saw it in that. But I raised up my right hand, which should have been close to her, to of course to say, well, hi, to give a thumbs up to whosoever would see it. And but I feel something just slapped down my hand. It was the security in the back, a female.
That'll be before you meet with her.
I want to tell the security, well done.
Right, but that before you meet with her, the hand gets slapped down, or after? You was raising your hand to get her attention, or?
Yeah, I was raising my hand.
To get the attention?
No, remember, I'd be taking the picture.
Oh.
So I raised my hand, but she probably thought I looking to hug up the Prime Minister.
Oh.
My right hand was closest to her.
All right, understood.
Yeah. So I want to tell the security, well done, you're doing your job, but it was an innocent attempt to, of course, just give a thumbs up.
Right. Don't forget again, Dave and Debs. Remember, it is very important we give Dave and Debs today and tomorrow. Only give them a call. Don't forget to give them a call. Right. Yesterday I was there. Let me just give a little. Grown reporters, I had to come and give Dave and Debs the support. Watch me. A whole box of this. Go on already. Go on. Watch me. These sheet sets and them 8-piece sheet sets have curtains with the two. Imagine that. All kind of different colors, all kind of different patterns. Sheet sets that it have here with the curtain to make your bedrooms look real topper, boy. I love this one. This nice white and greenish bluish one here. And watch me, the curtain there matching the sheet there. It's a nice thing. Right, always only 2 pieces of curtain. Watch me. Every bedroom now have 2 windows. we have a curtain per window, and we just get a next curtain to match that curtain. Simple like that. And we get the 2 windows covered. So that way, the bed and the bed sheets matching, the curtains matching, the bed sheet, everything. Beautiful layout for the Christmas season. I want it green. Watch this nice one with those flowers here and the curtain to go with it, so you can mix and match. You had the sheet, you had the curtain, so it's just for you to get the little other curtain based on which window. If it's one window you have, well, you have curtain to cover all the one window. 2 pieces, cover any window. So your curtain and your sheet match it. But if it's 2 windows you have, well, we will just use one of the curtain with 2 others, and the next one of the curtain with 2 others. And watch me, these things will help your bedroom nice, right? So watch me, make sure, call, come, give, debts, and organize. Watch me, we are thing all here. We are thing, right? Different sheet sets, whether it be king size, queen size, regular size. Watch me, we have all kind of kitchen, well, oh God, I don't know what I'm talking about. Right? Hey, look at that. Heavy, nice, expensive, rare quality, but I'm watching the quality. So here it is. Make sure, if all it can't remember Dave and Deb's number, call the Pitbull. The Pitbull will organize and give you all Dave and Deb's phone number. Let me organize and get them the support, because it's a real good thing. So again, I'm out of here for now. All kind of nice colognes and all these various things. All right? I'm out of here. Trinidad and Tobago, growing reporters, all right? Have to come and give and get the support. Watch me. Yes, so don't forget to call Dave and Deborah. Don't forget to give them a call. That's one of our very own. Yes. Let's give them that support. Very, very good prices. Very, very good prices. So get them that call all here. Let me give you the number that you all are calling. Go ahead, caller, by the time. Morning, caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the going for this one?
I want to commend you, my friend. You're going to be on the call of duty once again.
Yes. No, these is people, we people, Lennox.
Promotion.
Yeah.
But go ahead, caller.
Yeah, Andy, Felix.
Go ahead, Felix.
You will text me the number and I can write it down or thing. Right?
Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah, boy, Felix.
Text me the number.
I'm going to pop the number right now.
What's the location?
When you call them now, call them wherever you is. They'll go make arrangement. If you're too far, they'll still make arrangement for you. So call them now. They'll go get a location, everything, and they'll go arrange accordingly. Right?
Yeah.
You go arrange with them accordingly. Let me get all the numbers there. Or they could call. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Sometime ago, I asked you what about researcher?
Yeah, I go try to, wait, next week. I go try to bring a researcher come on the program next week. Please go on.
Because
he has been deliberately, when a man don't want to be found, you can't find him,
all right, we'll have a good one for the Christmas season and New Year.
All right. Them sheet sets and them, I ain't gonna lie, are falling. What? Well, let me get all of them number. Let the number them up there, 332-4912. 332-4912. 007 thanks for putting it up there. 332-4912. You see the 007 put it up? Right. The 007 put it up right there. So look at leaving it on it there. 332-4912. What you call Dave or Deborah? 332-4912.
4912.
Right, that's the local number, 332-4912. Call it. Call them all. Don't all them things sell out and all them. We have to support we very own. So all please call Dave and Deborah. Don't matter if all they hear, well, the location is so, or they will talk. Remember that we people, or they will talk and all they will arrange based on who maybe can reach or whatever, and things will be put in place. So let's give Dave and Deborah a call. 332-4912. That real thing, real perfume sets and all kind of bacchanal thing there. So various night, watch me. Call, them go tell all your all way tardy. Right? Morning call, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the going report? Granny, call and buy something for yourself there. Buy a bed sheet or something there. Morning.
This is Diego Martin.
Diego Martin, morning.
Happy Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to your three hosts, you, Smithy, and Michael Kerr. Excellent, excellent program you all have carried. But I want to go after unpatriotic people, and that's the PNM political group, and by extension, the mouthpiece Venezuelan government. And I want to tell them, have a Merry Christmas. And the acronym, you know what it is, HYMC. And that is to the PNM and the Venezuelan Authority. But let me get to my point now. This fella has gone to the great beyond. They call him Furry. We have an outstanding investigation to close out the SABGA issue, the SABGA 1919 report, the Judah Jones, and the Akil Chambers. Before those people in the PNM goes to great beyond, we have to know who are the culprits and what the nastiness they have done to our children. You have in the Akil Chambers, and I'm going to pound this until thy kingdom come, a former prime minister, namesake, a young boy, was one of the main witness in the Akil Chambers. You had a coroner who gone to the great beyond. I hope this fella have a box of matches for him, St. Peter, by the name of, well, you know what, okay, the magistrate, McNichols. He was the coroner. And you know what sort of person he was, what sort of judicial offense he was complicit. So it is time we have all the people alive still, and we could open back that thing to bring closure to that. So I don't know why we are saying peeing around. Let us show people, look what has happened to Epstein. We have the same thing in Trinidad, and we have to make the SABGA. They said there are people who are still in government who know about what was going on and the abuse. I would like somebody to hear this in authority so they could continue with that investigation. So Akil Chambers' soul could be rested in peace. I'll go and have a nice morning.
Go ahead, caller, morning. Caller, good morning. Go ahead, caller, morning, go ahead.
Hello, morning.
Good morning. Reporter, go ahead.
Yeah, man, okay, and morning to Lennox Smith and to the caller who want to hear the researcher. The researcher, if he need to be found and need to be heard, he will call. So don't make priority right now. He's a man makes strong contribution and he deserves to keep his voice amongst us. He probably have his personal reason. I want to say this morning to the vendors in Port of Spain. I'm hearing you all, and I'm hearing you all. You see Miss Kamala Prasad Bissessa in the UNC? They're not in charge of Port of Spain. Port of Spain is a PNM-run corporation. And the only how to create enemy number one in the UNC is to do what you all are doing right now. It's days before Christmas. You all usually give the public an opportunity to do vending around this time straight up to Christmas Eve. Why it is you all coming out early or last night and early morning and picking up vendors thing and carrying it in the corporation. I want you all to know something, and you vendors, don't buy that PNM electric. Every cent you pay to the corporation goes straight to the Chinese Association. You see those 4 dragons you see to the top and to the bottom of Charlotte Street? We black people allow a black man to sell that out. Right? We are really serious. So don't play chastising Kamala Prasad Bissessa and the UNC and Bowling. The UNC, no, that is a PNM run corporation. Lennox Smith know that, and Andy, you know that as well. That is one. Number two, good morning to you, Mr. Brother David Naked. Yeah. I must thank you for the opportunity that you give the youths on the East-West corridor. And I'm coming straight. Good morning to you, Mr. Tabuki. I'm coming to you, activists of the UNC, who will be very close to Mr. David Naked on his mission with that $150,000 first prize competition. I heard Lennox spoke about it. I hope I'm still coming across. Are you hearing me, Andy?
Yes, loud and clear.
Good. Now, when that $150,000, yeah, after that $150,000 being won by one of these groups, what next? And I'm going to tell you what next. What next is the Ministry of Sports, the Ministry of Social Development, the Ministry of Community Development is to adopt at least 26 of these youths, not too old, tender age, that playing a good brand of football, because you will recognize them. You activists, you close one to Mr. Naked and the UNC. Be a part of the program. Go to all the competition and pinpoint players that is promising. And that $150,000 will grow so much amongst the East-West corridor that is going to break down borderline, because they are going to create a warm-up side for the national side. So you don't have to bring no side from no part of the Caribbean to give Trinidad side a test run. You will have to beat that side that I know will be better than the national side, because you are gathering them from the root of the country, all because of $150,000. Don't let the $150,000 come and you send back these youths straight back to the community again, because it happened in Diego Martin, and even from Diego Martin, when the movie Warlock was filmed and come to the population. That was one of the golden opportunities to give the black youths in the corridor, and especially down in the West, down there, an opportunity to reach somewhere. Everybody leave these youths alone and go ahead and know they scatter. They never reach nowhere, and it's a very good movie. And when you question them about the movie, they didn't even know where to learn to do that. They just live their life and put it on screen. But I will cut off here now because more people want to call. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, lockdown.
Lennox, that money, because I don't know if it's that fact, that money, what money the corporation pick up goes to the Chinese Association? I don't think so. What money they pick up, where that goes?
No, it's not for the Chinese Association. They have designated part of Brian Lara and other places for people to vend. Of course, this is Christmas time. But what is happening is that the places where they did not designate, they seem to be on a program of eradicating or clearing. And what I suspect the reporter is suggesting is that this time where people, of course, are looking for the hawkers and the makeshift vendors and so on, they should be given a greater degree of flexibility. But I want to say that the store owners, the people who are paying tax, they pay that way, have been complaining, particularly where the people on the pavement who are not paying tax but are benefiting, of course, from the thoroughfare and the abundance of prospective customers. They are saying that they are preventing them from being able to have a bumper sale too, because they block the pavement, one, and two, they're selling the same thing as them, and it means that therefore business will not be as they would like. And so, of course, so there is an attempt to strike a balance. But I understand where the reporter is coming from, but he has to understand too that those business persons who would be there 24/7, meaning that whole year round, want to have some sales as well, because they have to pay the taxes, etc., and that is an impediment to them. So okay, it's a balancing act that the corporation should be able to manage, to take the people's goods, and take them to court and all that, I think is a step too far, in my view.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the going for this morning?
Oh, from Canada. Good morning to you and Lennox,
Yes, morning to you.
to the
Morning.
wider listening audience via the World Wide Web. My contribution is this. There is an American journalist by the name of Max Blumenthal. I heard him on a program talking about our Prime Minister, Kamala Persad-Bissessar, being a racist, because they were talking about the issue with Venezuela, Trinidad, and the U.S. Navy. Now, I know from what Mr. Blumenthal was saying, the garbage he was spewing came straight out of the P&M dustbin. He has no concept about the politics in Trinidad. He knows nothing, but he's just running his mouth. And I'm saying, look how far P&M's garbage has spread that a journalist in the United States could be talking and repeating the same garbage that I hear the P&M bandwagon preaching about Kamala being a racist, and he insinuating that black people would suffer in Trinidad under the current government that we have. And so the thing is, I'm glad for programs like what you guys have, because you're on the web as well, and so people all over the world are hearing you guys. But I am very, very Rowley said about he is disappointed in Kamala. He has Rowley, and in fact, I would say the P&M has not done anything for black people, except the only thing that P&M has done for black people is made them dependent and keep them in a state of arrested development. Because I heard the Prime Minister, Kamala, talking about people should have more ambition than just being grass cutters. Now, I don't know if you guys would know it. I'm older than both of you guys, but I know there was a time when people in Trinidad and Tobago were pushing tourism. That was way back in the early 70s. And I remember Eric Williams making a statement about the tourism that people were pushing and saying that he don't want Trinidad to become a nation of waiters. But what P&M has done is turn Trinidad into a nation of grass cutters. And so people who have absolutely no ambition, no goals, no directive in their lives, they are quite satisfied with the status quo in CPEP and URP, where they could come in late, spend a half an hour, and go back home and get paid for the day. And now that the government is restructuring CPEP and restructuring URP, P&M troublemakers are there instigating and misleading foolish people who should have more sense. I mean, I don't know how long the P&M would be able to fool, in particular, black people, with all kind of foolish rhetoric, and people just believing and buying it, wholesale, the nonsense that P&M is spewing. That's all I have to say, is that I'm glad you guys are on the air, and that you guys could set the record straight, so that when people like Max Blumenthal get on air and talk a lot of rubbish about Trinidad, stuff that he knows, he don't know. I sure if I gave him a map, he couldn't show me Trinidad on a map. But he's an authority on Trinidad and the government and racial relations in Trinidad and Tobago. That's all I want to say, guys.
Thank
have
you.
a good one.
And if you could send me
Yeah,
a link, tell someone to know who is this Mark Blumenthal boy.
Blumenthal, BLU.
Right. Who are him? Who is the outside? He's in Trinidad here trying to record.
No.
He is a foreign.
He is an
journalist.
American.
Yeah,
He's an American journalist.
With that kind of name.
And you only talking down on Trinidad.
In
Yes.
journalism in Trinidad.
All right.
Max Blumenthal.
Send me the link when you get a chance. Just send me a link to something with him, and I will take up on him from there.
Having said that, of course, while he was speaking there
on WhatsApp, on the same WhatsApp number.
Andy. Well, I want to send congratulations to David Mohammed. He was made chairman of NALIS, the National Library System in Trinidad. Well, and of course, that is under the auspices of the Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister did give them the instruments of appointment this week. And congratulations are in order. I say so merely to Robertina that, of course, if you're accusing her of racial bias or whatever it is, there could be no person to fight the cause or claim the cause of the African community in particular as this man, David Mohammed. Sometimes, of course, to objections to even the Africans themselves, but the point I'm making is here it is. He was made, of course, chairman of NALIS. And, of course, she read the attack in terms of what she expects them to do. Further the educational value and development of Trinidad and Tobago's population via, of course, that appointment and that should I say, institution that they are now in charge of.
Nice. So caller, send my link on this same number with this Mark Blumenthal person. Let me just check him out a little bit. Let me check him out a little bit.
Blumenthal.
Yeah, that was it. Send me the link. Send me the link. It was very important.
I will do so.
All right, thank you very much. But let's play some voice notes here, man. I have to play some voice notes. Time's running out on me. Time really running out on me. It will be missing from me not to play some of those voice notes. Blumenthal. Let me check out this Mark Blumenthal person. Right, let me play some voice notes. I'll play with some of those voice notes. Wow, Nathaniel, this voice note long, boy. I could just read your quote yesterday. Because this voice not kind of long. It's really long. Man, long time I read your quote anyhow. Let me play.
Good morning, my people of Trinidad and Tobago, and those who are on the ground report. When the UNC campaign during the election, their main theme was, when UNC wins, everybody wins. But just yesterday, I decided to do something because I heard the Prime Minister office in Pinal was having a children treat. And I looked after about 20 to 27 children in the Pinal area where I play sports with them and groom them in playing sports. But when I heard about that treat, I decided to call the office, only to be told that special children are invited, not special needs children, but special children were invited. I was amazed. So I decided to go to the office because I didn't feel right about the person who I spoke to. I went to the office and I was told again that only special children are invited to the treat today. So when UNC win, only special people wins. That's how I see it. I was told by the gentleman that they wrote letters to various organizations to send the children. So if your child is not involved in any organization, he or she has no place in that tree today. And that's how they decide to treat people in the constituency of the Prime Minister, where I look and I saw other constituencies were inviting everybody. It's not about the toy, it's not about the gift, because I can afford to buy gifts for the 2027 children. I can afford that. That's no problem. I can afford to give a hamper. I give hampers throughout the year. I don't only wait for Christmas to give hampers. But what I'm saying, this segregation must stop, because this was happening in 2010 to 2015. Hence the reason why they lose the election in 2015. The PNM lose the election this year because of their supporters. The supporters were disenchanted by them. They didn't go out and vote. But if these things continue, especially in the Prime Minister constituency, lo and behold, 2030 is not far away. So what I'm saying is this, that when UNC win, not only special children should be in a Christmas. Children like excitement. And I told these children that, we're going to the Prime Minister office because they're giving out to the children were excited. But there's so much of segregation I'm seeing right now. So many. And while I am on the phone, I just want to say that today is just a few days away from Christmas. And we suffer for water, yet we vote for betterment. Christmas and we have no water. So come on, somebody, wake up. Don't start sweeping things below the carpet, because it will be a whole heap of garbage by 2030. So wake up. Thank you.
Andy, good morning. Orlando here. Andy, I'm calling to let you know, and all the listeners, if today is your last day before the Christmas or the holiday, I am wishing everyone to have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, bright and prosperous New Year. And for you, I want to congratulate you on your new program starting on 5th of January. You Lennox Mikey. Again, from Orlando, we would all like to wish everyone. I was there last Christmas in Trinidad. This Christmas, I did not come this Christmas, but I was there in June for a short time. But again, I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all your listeners and to all the people of Trinidad. Again. Andy, good morning again. You know what I don't understand, Andy? The PNM supporters would call or leave voicemail. But if you ask them, name one thing that the PNM left when they went out of power, when they lose power to the UNC, one ministry is working perfect, working good, at least not perfect, but average. To name one ministry. They cannot do it, but they will call the radio station and they will send voice and talk about PNM all the way. But you gotta put facts on the table. PNM people, you go to court and you have facts. You will lose it like all the cases they went through. You become so they lose everything. They have never win a case yet. So PNM supporters, although better switch to a winning party. Because they say when you hang out with losers, they be losers. When you hang out with winners, you be winners. But that's the saying, which is a fact. I learned it, I know it. So PNM, always stop it. Get on board and let's move forward. Forward forever, backward never. And we have a good day, my friend. Later,
Nathaniel, send me the number for the organization, for Kamala Service office there, whoever is the people you talk to, just to be better clear on, because people, some people are saying what you are saying is not truth, or what you are saying is not truth. Who is the people you're liaised with at the Honorable Prime Minister's office? Did they give you any reason for just special children only? Did they have a time before for the average child, you know, or would be this weekend or next week maybe the opportunity for the average child to get? So Nathaniel, just send me the phone number for the representative that you called from Kamala office or her office itself, because you said today is the function and it's only special children invited, NGOs and all them things. So send me that, let me call to find out, because it must have a reason.
And it's a fair, yes, Andy, it's a fair question to ask, because you want to get more details on that.
Yeah.
Because what I understand it to be is that many of the parliamentary representatives, not necessarily that of government, would have had a registration period for in preparation for giving their Christmas treat, and that period would have been time specific, and when that time would have run out, I know that they are telling people, no, well, you know, the time for registering has run out because we could only cater for X amount. So I don't know if it is in that melee that that there may be some miscommunication, and the caller might have interpreted to be differently. I'm not judging or anything like that, but I'm just saying that is my understanding. So we here, for example, while we have remained open, but we are very selective as well, because we could only give people, even though everybody would have been in need, but we give people who we know, one, for sure, but a person coming off the street, for example, and we don't know them, we have to do background check, having regard, of course, to the fact that we have limited stock or supply. So I don't know if it's in that context, but you know, I'm being as pragmatic as possible, and being involved in this whole process over the years, especially at this time where more people are on the take, so to speak, or looking for bargains or looking for some kind of assistance.
So somebody
So it's good to know that you're going to call there to find out, well, what really transpired there, if there was an exercise for special children, or is it that there was a cutoff period and therefore no more could have been accommodated?
So caller, send me the thing, Nathaniel. And no, for those of you saying he's a PNM and he's this, he's that, no, this is a very Christianish person, you know, always very, very encouraging and thing. And I being straight, he's not of that type of background in no way. He always send notes and all those various things. So no, Nathaniel, send me the thing, brother Nathaniel, send me the thing.
And they tell the PNM people, and I am telling you, Orlando here, talk is cheap, wood is cheap. It's like your mother telling you, I'll give you $1 billion here. It's no cheap talk, my friend. So PNM, come with facts. Stop coming with me with fiction, okay? Later.
Morning, Andy. No, I ain't get fit and complaining because it's not making no sense. The big elites and the big Sawaki that's supposed to look over the UNC, and here they don't have no time. They're looking after themselves. They're looking after themselves. All the big Sawakis for the UNC in here, they're looking after themselves. And the big Sawakis for the UNC in here is all of them that was supporting the Paré team. All of them was on the Paré team. They have no time with the ground soldiers, and I have no time either. It ride it and fix it, just getting worse. I have no time, Andy. Let them stinking dirty PNM try with that.
All right, Magani's friend. At least I get to hear your voice, man.
And the caller prior, you know, did make another point. That is to say that the resurgence of the PNM in a historical context. But I want to advise. I want to suggest that these times are different times. The PLM itself has acknowledged that over 100,000 persons have left their ranks for one reason or another. To suggest that from the statement of the caller, that is, that will coalesce and revert to the PNM. I think he would have miscalculated to a high degree, because people are assessing, well, whether or not you're going to go back to something that, of course, is much worse than what you would have left or what you would have gravitated to, because everybody knows the reputation of the PNM. They tell you one thing, they sell you one thing, and then, of course, when they get into government, they do
A
something
whole different story.
Yeah, to such a degree that it detriments, of course, everybody. So I think that level of analysis is taking place right now, and the fact that we are on, and the fact is that we have social media to neutralize the hogwash and
Hold
the
on, Colin, hold
diatribe
on.
and the attempt of innuendo and sort of soaking the population so as to gravitate back to the PNM. And of course, I think the test will come, which is, of course, on the 12th of next month, when the THA elections would deliver a result that will firmly tell us that the people have decided that they will no longer be fooled by the PNM.
Hey, KFC. Good morning. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Trent Tobago. KFC. You come good, man. Come good. This is what I was telling you about. This is what I was trying to say. There's sometime in life, man, you gotta be at backwards and you gotta go with the flow, and things will come by you. I did it, and you could do it. You know, a lot of things I went through in life, and I have to bite my tongue. You know, and I have to go because I'm doing it for my children and them. You know, I'm doing it for my family. So I have to keep in line, keep moving, and you'll get way in life, man. It's rough, but you'll make it. I tell you that. All right, you're going in the right direction, okay? This is what we try to tell you, you know. All right, nobody abiding you, right? We just put in line. You know, and I want you to do. I want you to have the best. All right. Merry Christmas to you and the family. All right. All right. KFC. I know you. One day I'm gonna meet you when I come round, but you know, I'm glad you're going in that direction, and happy for you. All right. Keep good. Hey, morning again. King. KFC, don't trip up for Andy, man. Don't trip up for Andy. Andy just hear what he was told, you know, and he bring it out. You know what I mean? It's not in his secret. I hear that too, you know. So it's none of my business, but I don't mention it. You know what I mean? So what Andy heard, Andy said out, because they are beneficial for you, because you might probably get it back. Who never know? Because I don't think that's right to take away that disability from you, and that is a good thing. Everybody here and everybody go kind of vouch for, you know. So you probably get it back. You'll be fine. Yeah, just go with the flow, man. Just do what you have to do. All right. Talk caller. That is what I telling. That is what I say, man. Talk caller. You're talking right, man. You're talking sense. This is what I'm telling you. You go for country, not for yourself. Not to gain something. I voted, yeah, but I didn't vote for it to give me anything, you know. I voted for my family, my children. That's who I voted for. All right, for my grandchildren. That's who I voted for. May I voted for myself to get something. This is what I'm talking about, man. Talk, my brother. You're talking sense.
Andy, good morning to you and good morning to Lennox. Andy, if KFC wants a job, you could go to Labor Board. Labor Board is giving people jobs. Once you have passes, let them go to Labor Board. If you have any passes, let them go to Labor Board instead of crawling every day for work. If you don't have, you can still go. Let them go to Labor Board. Labor Board is on, I think it's Prince Street and Charlotte Street corner. He that's anybody, but let him go there. Anybody people who want to go to Labour Boy, you'll get a job. I know people who go Labour Boy and get jobs. I send them there, they get jobs, okay? So tell them stop, just go Labour Boy and stop making comments about he can't get no work. Let him go there. Morning, Andy. You have a blessed day.
Well, don't forget that them is old voice notes that had to be played that are just playing now. They very quick. Nearly done because all the time check, it's already things. So I will just go over just a little because I can't take too long a call. Alright, somebody sent something here, boarding on the way to Port of Spain. Boarding on the way to Port of Spain. Alright. Let's now, I will play that after. But let's run out these voice notes they quick.
Good morning, Ground Report. Good morning, Andy Williams, Lennox, and my TT. I called this morning concerning I work for this government. This is when UNC, when I camping with this government, when time come. Right, we have fed up our kitchen and living the shit we was living. And up to today, I work for I did a program with the Best Village in the school feeding program with the Best Village camp from Coover side. And up to now, I cannot get my money. When I call the minister, they're telling me that money didn't disperse to the ministries. So when were the money dispersed to the ministries? Now it's a few days before Christmas. It's 6 months now I'm battling with this calling, this one trying to get help from somebody to get my money. Right? Them didn't give me anything to start this. I put out my money. And if I put out my money, meaning that it should be important to give back the people and their money. When time I just small business and I do small business, little catering and all this, and this is what I go into when time come. I cannot get my money. Nobody can tell me, and when you call them, all they keep telling you money, and they're leaving it just like that. Everybody else pays running in the government. Right? How much catering could I do to keep going right now? Because one time the country done down already. Right? Look how long I am pleading and begging with somebody to just get for me to get my money. Up to today, just look at the day today and when time comes. I have a daughter to mine. Nobody gives, nobody nothing. I went to this government for help for my husband here on disability and nothing you can get from them. Neither public service, nothing you can get from them. Right? So I'm asking, I don't know who authority could organize.
Thank you, Andy.
Oh, shucks. You don't know who's in 30. That's how it. They don't know who's in 30. Whoa, right. Let me just finish here, the lady.
It's my money. I need my money, please. In the culture division. I need my money. This is over long. 6 months cannot be the time I must be waiting on my money. 6 months when you work for the government of Trinidad and Tobago.
All right. I feel I should get Lennox Smith a call. He might be able to guide you. Right? That's not okay. Lennox number.
Andy, yeah, forget something to tell you. Andy, all the reporters who report about Trinidad, and I saw on YouTube and television, people from India, they have no clue what the hell they're talking about Trinidad. They're talking about that crap. I don't know why people are trying them, especially in the Caribbean, the Jamaican guy, and they talk so much crap, they have no clue, man. And they keep commenting about Trinidad. Brother, all them bloggers and commentators need to go to Trinidad and understand what's going on. Okay? All right, Andy.
Short and very effective. Lennox Smith, this is what for you to respond to. Now, there's two sets of money that come from those vendors. One when they get charged, and second one is the rent. Okay, the rent does go to the Chinese Association. I want the corporation to deny that, and then I will say, okay. Okay, it's two sets of money that's come out there. The court will charge you for vending, and they have a rent to pay for vending. One is for the state, and one is for the Chinese Association, between that column with the dragon from top to bottom. Trust me.
Andy, good morning, Ground Report, good morning to all of Trinidad and Tobago. Andy, that man who just called and say about special children, that is the PNM propaganda. That is why he used 2010 to 2015, Kamala them lose the elections. All you read between the line and all you must debate them too. Don't just give them the leeway to just talk a set of propaganda and not question it a little bit. Right? Because that's supposed to be the special need children. The UNC ain't gonna do that to any child. Right? And Lennox, I can't understand what you're trying to say too. All you have to read between the lines. Kamala is not only for the black African children alone, and she's for all of the children of Trinidad and Tobago. You hear? And this PNM propaganda thing, all you have to put a stop into it in all your program if all you want all your program to move forward. Debate and question them, ask them the pertinent questions. Why would you say that? Huh? Debate them. That is what this ground report is about.
Yeah, Andy, I want to remind the government something. Now, why is it have them social media bloggers and it have the people in the school in a radio station, and it also have silent activists, people who just be on the ground encouraging people and telling people why the UNC is the best choice and the best people to run this country. And we have been doing this all over length and breadth. So I do not want the government to just acknowledge the people and them who on social media. It also have the people and them who on the ground, who the honor man and the councillors and them will be fully aware who is these people. You understand? So at the end of the day, all I am simply saying that you need to get report from the honor man and the councillors and them that who is these people. So at least some of these people might need a little help, a little job. You understand what I'm saying? They also need help, and we don't want them to feel left out. Because when people feel left out, you know what has happened. I know it early within the term, everything we have patience, we understand what's going on, we understand what the PNM government did to this country. We fully understand. We understand we Prime Minister full of love, you understand, for the people. It doesn't matter what race, what religion, we understand our Prime Minister. But all I am saying, all you do not forget the man on the ground who do not like social media, who don't like this set of talking on the radio. It have people who just be on the ground going by people to people, meeting hundreds of people right through and talking and trying to convince them to vote for the UNC government. Right? And I am one of them. Thank you very much.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Newbie, and to everybody out there. Andy, I did not want to get into anything this morning because I had enough yesterday. But as I said, I am no Mother Teresa. I am no mocking pretender. I am no Good Friday rara. I want no apology, if that was an apology, from KFC. You had people coming down my throat, insulting me, right? For what? For something you did wrong. But as I said, they are listeners, but they don't understand anything that's going on. Like a bunch of Good Friday rara. You lied on me. You called me a pagan. You lied and said I'm taking bread out of your children's mouth. You were doing that single-handedly, not me. You lied and said that you never said anything about Wall Street. Wall Street got the voice note. He got it. And he had to put up a disclaimer about it. That nobody paid for his ticket. And you, I got to understand this because a lot of people were calling me. You are saying that I took the recorded what you were saying and said for Vandana Mohib. I don't even know the woman number. You see? You see when you want to run your mouth and then you complain here this morning, oh, you're so apologetic. No, I don't want it. You cannot unring that bell. You cannot do it. And who vexed that I am saying this morning? Well, it don't bother me. You understand? It don't bother me. Because in the first place, you know all of us on the same side. I spoke to you. Very calmly, I spoke to you. I tell you to hold on, behave yourself, don't get on like that. You didn't appreciate that. And you went after me. So hear what now? I don't want to hear anything that you have to say. Just go your way and I will go mine. Okay? And I'll tell you something. I'm not the loser here. I'm not the loser. Andy, thank you.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Mikey. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning to the UNC family. And good morning to my wonderful, beautiful, hard-working PM, Miss Kamala Prasad Bissessa. Now, Andy, I sat here listening to the program. I'm in Trinidad, yes. And everybody coming down on KFC. Remember, when a person hurts or hurting, they react. This guy went out with the party. You understand? He fought with the party. He take all kind of cussing from the PNM and everything for the party. Now, he is, hurting in a way that, oh God, I've seen everybody getting and I ain't getting nothing. Right? Sometimes people have emotions. Some people could keep it and some people could flow it. What I am saying, people stop making it an issue. And please, to my PM, to my ministers, the program that they have cleaning the road with the corporation, please someone get KFC inside. Get him a job. Get him to do something. He's one of us. He is one of us. He is one of us representing the code yellow. Please, for the love of God, stop making it an issue and help the brother. Help the brother. He's crying out.
Oh boy. And I'm going to say a belated birthday to Nicholas Adish Ramnarayan again. Yesterday was his birthday. Happy belated birthday to you. Mr. Ramnarayan, I hope you're feeling good. How are you going?
I hope it's not the Ramnarayan that we said happy birthday some weeks ago.
Yeah, same Ramnarayan. But his son this time.
You got me frightened now. Maybe had two birthdays. All right. Yeah. I want to just see KFC, if you're listening. Well, of course, this morning is the morning that we have to rendezvous, right? So we have to meet. Let me say two things that I think it can't wait until next week because today is Friday, so last day of the week for the program. That with respect to the comment about the monies, part of the monies going to the Chinese, if that was in fact so, then there would have been no need for the city corporation to be coming down on these people, because the more of them are on the streets, it means therefore you collect more money, and as a consequence of that, it means that if there was money for the Chinese, if I was a Chinese, I would not encourage that. So they don't have any influence there whatsoever. What has happened with
KFC you're talking about?
Neiman Charlotte Street, Chinatown, is really because the Chinese have been making an input here clearly, and they have, of course, set up business a lot on Charlotte Street. So it's a symbolic thing. It's something like giving it the key to a city. That is what that is about. It is not about they actually owning Charlotte Street. Let us be clear about that. And the little fees that is collected for the purposes of the tents that they would normally, or the spaces they will give to accommodate those private tents is exactly that, to accommodate the smaller man. But of course, as I said, what is happening is that the actual shop store owners have been complaining. Notice many of them have converted their businesses to selling vegetables and fruits and so on. That is as a result of that. So they don't compete with those persons with the stores. Right? And as I said, I am not in favor of, at this time, while of course there should be regulations, but at this time, I think the police ought not to be confiscating people thing. Yes, move it, have them move it or whatever it is. They are going to go back and what have you, but you can't take it away from them and make them miss, of course.
But it's not KFC.
Put them, in other words, in double jeopardy.
Right,
double jeopardy.
But that's not
just how Andy, with respect, of course, to the other caller, I think it's Bula might have been talking about the fellow who talked about the situation in the Prime Minister's constituency. He did mention that it was not the special needs children or the special children, those who are differently able, in other words. He did say that. So there was no need for us to engage. And at any rate, the program does not engage callers in that way.
Yeah, you're mad.
Otherwise, I
You
would
can't
have
do
had to engage that caller who made that comment as well. If that is so, to say, well, listen, I did not mean so and so and so. So let us get it clear that we don't engage unless it's necessary. What we will do, as Andy rightly did, we will make a call to the source, meaning that the constituency office, to find out if that in fact was so. All right?
Right, and Beulah wrong too. And that's why sometimes there's get vexed with Beulah. She go on saying, and Andy, all the program wouldn't go good if all they continue to let people spread propaganda. Beulah, how you know what the man saying is propaganda? I don't self know. Lennox don't know. We still have to engage the people. We have not engaged them yet. Don't do that, Beulah. You understand what I'm saying, Lennox Smith?
She was very presumptuous to believe that somehow we ought
we
to
encouraging this and we encouraging that.
A particular position here, and that is not nice or friendly oriented.
And not only that, so without we calling Beulah, without we finding out Beulah, we must just come and say, because you say, caller, you're talking stupidness, that is a lie. Then you're mad? We can't do that.
Yeah, because we will have, if based on what she's saying, we will have to ask her where she saw us come from.
Exactly.
And who we could call.
So Beulah, tell us, how do you know that's a lie?
Please, don't advocate something that you don't want for yourself.
Exactly. So, Miss Beulah, could you please tell us how the man lying? Who you call? Give us the number that we call that person. Let that person tell us that the information that was brought to us, that is not truth. You tell us, Beulah. And if you can't tell us that, don't carry the ground report in that direction. That we encouraging this, and we have people doing this, and we have people doing that. No. You're condemning your own program. It's kind of like you want us to condemn someone without even investigating, without even making a call, but we must just tell you, caller, don't call the radio and think that you are lying. I can't tell that. I can't do that. Who the hell could do that? Lennox Smith can't do that. No other caller can do that neither. If a caller doing that, it's because a caller call in now and say, Andy, Lennox, Ground Report family, I called Kamala Prasad Bissasa's office, and this is the information that I was told. This is the person I talked to. This is the phone number of the person who I talked to. That is a different ball game, Beulah. Yeah. So stop it. You always want to tell us how to run the program.
To say that we are encouraging somehow or insinuating that such an individual must not call on the program, and we should make an intervention as a consequence of that. And she herself speculating, she herself has not given us any what I consider to be verifiable proof that what the person is saying is not so. I think it is unfortunate, but I think she is sufficiently experienced to mend her ways. So I'm sure that this may well be an aberration as opposed to a normative behavior.
Right, but I be darling anyhow. Beulah is one of us. How those cats and them going there, girl? I hope those cats and them, everything is all right. But I hope you understand, and that is just constructive criticism. That's all. Constructive criticism.
Very much so.
Let me just quickly try to finish. Mother Bernie, it has some voice notes I just have to finish. And only don't forget to call Daves and Debs. Make sure and call them. Get those sheet sets and all those different things. No, darling Beulah, I'm not being angry with you at all.
You could expect you could express as everybody else your opinion, or you could say what you said, but to suggest to us that we are encouraging something that we neither could verify or another opinion was expressed, and we must somehow accept what your counter opinion is. I think that that is not permissible.
And remember, your Beulah, how you say it, you say, Andy and Lennox, and all them must stop encouraging people to call and talk those type of lies. And how we could do that? Who we encourage? And all right, so we must just condemn the man without even verifying what information he bring to we? Is that what you want of your favorite program and your favorite host condemn? Is that the way you want us to conduct a program? That's supposed to be.
And she did say, and apparently she didn't hear everything what he said, because she did say that it suggesting that it was for special children. But the caller said that from his information, it wasn't for special children. It was special children from a biased perspective, proper, good, physically all right children that were selected out of all of the children in that constituency, singled out for a Christmas exercise, and that is why it was important, as I told you, to call the office there, the Prime Minister's constituency office, to find out what the deal is, because he made a very serious statement. So I understand where Beulah is coming from in terms of the seriousness of it, but we have a duty to, of course, get objective, independent verification, and therefore in that way, even if she is correct by her counter argument or opinion, we would be on the right track, and therefore he will have, of course, to take the brunt of the criticism when that time comes.
Exactly. So again, Nathaniel, don't forget to send me the information and phone number, name and phone number of the person in which you said you call someone and you talk to them and they give you that information also. So make sure and send me the phone number of the person who told you that.
And if that is not forthcoming within a reasonable time, it means therefore you have thrown cold water, depending on your position, or hot water, or you have thrown salt in your argument, and therefore the veracity of which cannot be sustained.
Exactly. Right. Mother Bernie, yeah, right.
Andy Williams, Lennox, Michael Kerr, and the whole of Trinidad. What the lady said there this morning about the noise, where we're making noise with one another. That is why I sit down here and I listen and say, what really going on with us? We have to rebuke the devil.
Yeah.
Satan is a sly old fox. And if you catch him, you put him in a box. But we have to know what we're doing, because we need to stop this bickering and biting among ourselves. What we want is unity. What we want is love. What we want is strength. Together we unite, and if we divide, we ain't gonna fight. We need to stop it. This one calling in and bashing that one, and then he calling back and he answering back and he going back, and what happened is Calabash Ali? Is it Calabash Ali that we on? We're not on Calabash Ali. Let's stop it. We in Trinidad and Tobago had to show the PNM that we got rid of you all and we have some love in us. And we're going to unite to make sure that Trinidad and Tobago get back on the right foot. We're not supposed to be fighting no one another. Yes, there are people in our space that need help. All we have to do is continue to remind the MPs and the Prime Minister of these persons that really need help. We have to remind them because every day their job is getting harder. So we have to remind them that these people need help and stop the biting among ourselves. And if we, as the ground report people, could pull together and help these people, let us do it until better could be done. I don't like it. It looks very bad. In Tobago here, they're fighting down Farley. But we know that they can't manage Farley. You see that little boy where at Rowley call him the little boy? They can't manage the little boy. And we in Tobago standing behind the chief sec, and you in Trinidad stand behind the Prime Minister. That woman is a woman with a good heart. That woman is a woman who will make promises and fulfill them. But you have to take time with her because the country, when she come in, had nothing. The country's economy, I don't know, the treasury was out of taste. Every ministry vote was empty. Leave the woman, let she get something to help out the people she's going to help out. She's trying her best to keep up with whatever is going on. It's not easy to run a country on nothing. Leave that woman alone. Whatever she's to give to you, whether you're activist, whether you're this, whether you're that, in due course it will happen. Nothing happens. And sometimes when you wait, better men coming for you instead of you hurry. Hurry cook those bun kitchen. So take your time and get what you got to get and get it with grace. When you get it with grace, you just get it properly. So get it with grace and make sure you stand up with that woman and fight. Because all I see is a set of biting, or I'm not the pit bull, or not the pit bull and not the Rottweiler. We have to keep quiet and wait on this woman. She only in there for 8 months. Let us see what will be going on. She have to pick here, there, and everywhere to make ends meet. So people of Trinidad and Tobago, stop it. Stop the biting up there, and let we love one another and enjoy whatever is coming to us because good is coming and God is able. Let's have a good morning.
Johnson. Boy, Miss Bernice spoke there as if she was in a supper last night, boy.
Aye.
Well, I would not be surprised because she's a very attuned individual and she's very current. So I would assume that she would have probably had her people there conveying what the Prime Minister would have said to the audience there. I know that the media was there as well, so I don't know if there was any live recording of the event, but certainly what she spoke there, Miss Bernie, I'm talking about, she reiterated what the Prime Minister said in terms of patience, in terms of continued commitment, and of course in terms of her eternal gratitude to those who would have labored over 10 years to make sure that the government secured office on the 28th of April. And therefore, what transpired last night was part of that gratitude and appreciation. But a lot of work has to be done. And so, of course, she said all hands on deck, as she did in the dinner prior, and that she expects that once that happens, Trinidad and Tobago will be a better place.
Nice. And there's Johnson. This Johnson always jumping in me, you know. I realize that, you know. This Johnson person here, you know. Andy is Andy's fault. He is too dunce and weak, always trying to insult me and coming at me. He is who causing the confusion. He need to cut off them callers. Johnson will go in material again here. When callers call with the tit for tat, he don't cut them off. And them expect to go on radio. There is no when somebody personally on here. They need a new moderator. Andy too weak. You looking for a man that will go with you. Me like you, you know. I like the rest. I like Reed, Nanan, all the rest. But you, me like you at all, because every time you come on, you always, it's like a personal thing. Like if I take away a girl or something, or your man or something, but I don't know if it's a girl or if it's a boy.
Well, you know, the human beings and situations are made up and as a consequence of various things. So there are those who see in others that which is in them. But in this particular case, I suspect that if you give him to do the job that you are doing, I suspect that he could only hide behind anonymity, because I don't think that he will be able to, of course, do as well as you have been doing.
Yeah.
So as a consequence, he could feel comforted to stay in his armchair in the comfort of his home and talk that kind of talk without, of course, feeling the heat that this effort brings with it, and the ability to, of course, manage such a situation. So he could talk how much he wants in other words, but it is until he gets the acid test, come in the arena, and of course do what Andy is doing, then you will get the respect that anybody in such a scenario will get, as Andy has been getting.
Yeah, well, Krishna say like I eat the white fowl, but not only that, partner. This kind of pressure is not only Andy to watch at it in a different way too, partner. Why Kamala Prasad Bissessa, the leader of the UNC, have a lot of belly, because all they don't know it is have the like two tampolling within the UNC, and then now she is in government. The lady had to balance PNM people, UNC people, a whole and Tobago, a whole country, and besides a whole country, CARICOM too. You know it is to be the leader in something, and had to be balancing all these various institutions and personalities, boy.
And interests.
Yeah. Well, Lord, the Ground Report is a program, have a lot of personalities and interests and people to have to balance, partner. They're not easy job, you know. He getting tired power. But there
are those who could just talk off the cuff of their heads and of their heads, and of course superficial and superfluous. But put them to the test, you know, they fail miserably. So I would dismiss that. I wouldn't take it serious. Because of course it's a democracy and people have the right to speak. But of course we also have the right to tell you that we disagree with you, even though we will defend to the hilt your right to speak. But the right to speak has its limit. I think a judge said something of that nature that I read this morning. You know, so it has its limitations.
Right. So, Krishna, you're right. And the people have the right to respond. And, partner, let me know which one of your white fowl I eat, right? So I gonna know how to operate. Which white fowl I eat, that is yours. Right, let me continue them voice. No, they quick, oh God, boy, time.
Good morning, Ground Report. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith. Good morning to the Ground Report listeners. Lupino here. Season's greetings to all. I know it's a while I didn't send out a voice note, but I was watching a little interaction Miss Bissessa had with some of the reporters, and continued to ask, about the gas and every Monday morning, and she was so correct in answering that it ain't so long Maduro and them say they ain't giving we gas, that we don't want to have nothing to do with we. They'll make Miss Bissessa non de grata or whatever. And she had to continually repeating the same answer over and over. We don't want nothing. We don't have nothing from Venezuela. We never depend on Venezuela for nothing. If these so-called PNM media depend on Maduro and them and Venezuela for things, the country don't depend on Venezuela for nothing. You understand? But I want these so-called Adash and so-called independent medias and all them reporters, why they don't go and ask why the opposition leader in Venezuela had to duck and hide in order to leave the country so she could go and accept she Nobel Prize. You understand? Why she had to put on this guise and go through all kind of different avenues to leave the country. That is a good leader. She have to do all kind of thing to leave the country. And why it is that in Trinidad we have thousands of illegal venues in this country? They're leaving a good leader. Why the media don't ask Maduro about them thing? You understand? And they do any investigation to see whether the vessel that the boat that
Oh Lord. Johnny, you trouble too, boy. Let me
that
Johnny.
Trump and them
No, but he's right.
block.
He's right.
They find out they went and do an investigation about it, and as she rightfully say about the radar, how it can pick up boat and all of that. She right. Every anonymous source, people could write anything in the papers. Andy Williams, listen to and Ground Report, listeners. A journalist could write anything in the newspaper and say it's anonymous source, anything they want, and get away with it and saying it is anonymous source. So we had to believe that and saying about the manufacturer it and thing. Who is the manufacturer? Who is the person? All a company does have a CEO, a manager, supervisor. Who in the company say that the radar can pick up boat? You understand? She right. She's so correct, and it's time she need to. And most of the government ministers, even Roger Alexander, all they had to say is, "Listen, that is a national security issue, and we will get back in touch with you on that." You understand? Too much a thing, and she rightfully say that when you answer certain question, the PNM media spinning it and making it look all kind of how. You understand? But all them question is loving up Maduro. Go and see if you could bat up Maduro in Venezuela and get away with it now. Why do they do that? You understand? All right, guys, take care and blessings.
Andy, good morning. Big Ram here. Blessings to you and the Ground Report family, my brother. Andy, I agree with Santa Cruz 100%, man. I always listen to her contribution. I look forward to listening to her contribution. It's wonderful. She's the best contributor so far when it comes to making a contribution to your program. For me, that's just my opinion. Andy, to you and the family, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. Miss Santa Cruz, this is Big Ram. Merry Christmas to you and your family. The #1 supporter. Out. Right.
Everybody, so we had a comment from somebody asking Trinidadians, are they willing, well, in his mind, I guess, asking UNC people, because that's how it turned out to be, if they're willing to stand on the front line in any kind of a conflict with Venezuela. And he's going on a line that a lot of people go down, that Venezuela, and by extension, Russia and China, are some great military threat, especially in this part of the world. But let's focus on Venezuela. Venezuela is not a military threat to Trinidad, even without the United States here. Their military was designed to suppress their own people internally, at least certainly for the last 2 decades. Right? They do not have, especially again with the US around here, any ability to attack Trinidad. And what some people, for their own petty local politics, are doing is trying to frighten Trinidadians into believing that this government's measures and the side they've taken is somehow jeopardizing them. It is not. And that radar in Tobago is just one example. That radar was not meant to track down fishing boat or drug boats or anything like that. It is an air defense radar put there by the US Marine Corps for if there is any attempt by Venezuela or anybody else to punish Trinidad by launching drones or whatever else. That radar will detect them. It's one of the best in the world. And the assets are out there to shoot them down. And again, that radar is not needed by the US to conduct their operations they're doing now or any further operations in Venezuela because they have at least 10 vessels out there that are equipped with something called the Anspy 6 and the Aegis air defense system, Aegis weapon system. They don't need that radar. That radar is strictly to protect Trinidad, just like they did in Guyana. They put some in Guyana. So that the Venezuelans and the Russians and the Chinese know, don't mess with these two people here. I will defend them. It is a responsible thing to do. I'm doing my work. I'm making sure to cover and protect Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana from any fallout. But Venezuela does not have the ability to create fallout anyway. All right? You talk about the Russians and the Chinese. Russia just lost a Kilo-class submarine in the Black Sea. Ukraine destroyed it. You cannot even protect your own fleet in the Black Sea, which is supposed to be the one body of water on this planet you're supposed to control as big bad Russia. You can't even do it there. You've lost cruisers, you've lost oil tankers, you've lost many ships. Now you've lost a Kilo-class submarine, a key asset in your Navy, because your Navy is a submarine Navy, basically. You cannot play on this side of the world. I'm saying all that to try to let people know that you do not need to be afraid that this is some kind of a fair fight. It is extremely lopsided, and we are on the right side.
Thank you very much. Right, Nathaniel say, Andy, I sent you the info on WhatsApp. For those who doubt, use obscene in abbreviations. Have a Merry Christmas, and I don't fight people. God fight all my battles. Have a blessed day. Right, well, I will check and I will make the call and find out what it is. On Monday, please God, I'll bring clarity to what it is Mr. Nathaniel was saying. Right, that's it. That's it for today. Trinidad and Tobago, I can't play no more voice notes. It's done really late. Somebody there before me saying, somebody say, Andy, it's late. Yeah. Somebody is saying, Andy, it's late. I have to go out. Thing to do, meaning Lennox Smith. They're saying, Andy, it's late. Oh gosh, lock off. I have work to go and do. It's late. Meaning that person, first they tune into the ground report. That a work to do, and because they know the time themselves, the time is 6 to 9. And then they go say to do the work. When we go late, them running late because they were locking off until the ground report lock off. Wow, tie devotion.
People are like that. They take their cue, they take their timing, their entire morning and day relies on the totality of the ground report, and they don't leave. They are riveted to their devices in order to make certain that they get every snippet of the ground report. So we determine what life that they would experience after the program. So let's
find it.
We overstay our welcome and tolerance. Yeah?
Look, I find it. It's
have a
Gemma.
wonderful rest of the day and the weekend as well. We see you on Monday, and don't forget, of course, we are on the 5th of next month, which is not too far away. We will be on TTT 91.1 in particular, Talk City, and on Channel 4 as well on television. So everybody now will have including, of course, still remaining on the social media platforms that you have experienced over the last probably year or so.
Yes, and it is Gemma Sipasad. She said, Andy, it's late. Time to lock off. I have things to do. Aye. The woman said, time to lock off. She had things to do.
We have things to do too, Andy. So let's oblige, right?
Oh boy, earlier. So earlier, Lennox corridor transmit. No, today, not tonight. So earlier until Monday morning.
Tonight is a special night. Special is the operating word today. So tonight is a special night for me. So I am off. All right.
Nice. So earlier,
people saw him on last night and the night before as well, because last night I had to be at the supper. And the night before, boy, I had to prepare for the supper. So,
well, right.
Sorry about that. So we had a projected week, but certainly we'll be on Saturday.
Right, so we'll be on. But only we will be on Monday, please God. We ain't lock off yet. Same time, same place on Monday. Most like we will just block off Christmas Eve as usual. We might just go till the Christmas Eve. We'll lock off the Christmas Eve and wish you all a Merry Christmas the next day, that kind of thing. Christmas Day is the Thursday. Yeah. Bam! I know senior weapon. You just be in the background there quiet. You don't know like bacchanal, you know. Plenty holiday, you know. Ah, boy. Kenrick, go in and make some breakfast. Oh, you're not going to make your breakfast? Well, you starve the whole Chili Gong Report program, lock on, boy.
Really? That's a late morning breakfast, boy. It's almost lunch.
Lenny, I call in here yesterday and get on to you, boy, Lenny. Just a chat with you a little bit. We ain't talk a little while. So, brother Lenny, you're going to cut from a call today, man. Yeah, it's a good soul here. Hey, and I'm also say good morning to Dr. Gobin. Yes, Gobin. Dr. Gobin, good morning to you. Earlier, we are out of here until Monday morning, please God, right? And don't forget to check Dave and Debs earlier. Please don't forget to call Dave and Debs. Get your bed sheets, get your kitchen utilities, everything. Get those things from Dave and Debs. The number 332-4912. 332-4912. Call Dave and Deborah. Please get them that call. Give them that support. One of our very own. Joel. Yes, boy. Morning and bye to you and your wife. You and walk and you lock on to still, Joel. Oh, God. Take care of some other loss or they walk, you know.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
Lennox are calling you right after the program. I want information, partner.